What up, though? We are back with the Blank and Bell Show. I'm joined by Juicy Jeff, my boy Easy.
What up, though?
You know what? That's the proper way to say what up, though. That is the proper way. And we'll see why we're saying that as we get into the show. But today is Friday. And so I have something I want to incorporate. I haven't even talked to the producers about this yet.
Uh-oh.
I haven't talked to everybody yet. I thought about it on my way in this morning. And it just dawned on me. It dawned on me.
What was it?
As we get into the show, I'm going to bring it up.
You'll find out later.
But the Friday is about to have a different meaning.
Fish got a question?
Friday about to have a different meaning. Fish, you come in later. Hey, Easy.
What up?
What we got planned for the weekend? That's nice. Art, what's up?
No, I'm not playing into your game.
No, I got you there. Art, what you got for me there? What you got this weekend? Are you spending time with the family? What you guys doing?
I know what you're gonna do.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna let.
Okay.
What you doing?
I am going. I just wanted to. I'll be staying at home with the kids this weekend.
What you guys got planned? What do you guys have planned?
Playing outside. They're obsessed with skateboards now. So I think that's why I'm really tired, because I skated for the first time in a couple months, and I'm so tired. Like, I'm so tired. And they don't know where to put their feet at, so I have to be a dad for once, and I have to tell them, like, hey, put your feet here and here. 2 out of 3 are getting it. The other one's just, he shouldn't be.
So
on
how
a
often do you play dad?
Well, every day when I get home. But I'm mean dad, because they don't listen to mom all day. Then I got to get home and say, hey, we're doing timeouts all day today. Get your ass in timeout. Boom, boom, boom.
So what's their definition of timeout? They go stand in the corner?
No, they go in their bedroom and lay and cry and scream for mom, and I walk in and I say, mom's not going to save you. You're in for another 5 minutes.
He said, mom's not going to save you.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I can't see Art doing that.
Juicy Jeff, how's your daughter doing?
I don't got a daughter, number one.
My bad. I read something wrong with TMZ. My bad.
Oh, no, they lying. They lying.
They lying?
They lying.
So you don't have any kids?
No.
None?
No.
None that you know of, or just you don't have any?
Honestly, I like how you phrase that.
Yeah.
But no, I don't have any kids.
Okay.
I've been with the same girl, so unless
Same
I don't
girl.
I think we're good.
Same girl.
We use rubber. All
Okay.
right.
Oh, damn, Jeff.
We don't do that.
Hey, stay safe. Be safe.
Nasty.
Come on, man.
All
I'm
right.
only 20. I can't.
All right.
You can't mess up the future.
Hey, Zan, how's your daughter?
I got a son. His name's Bryson. He's the biggest blessing in my life. He's part of the reason
cute.
I'm here, man. He's a huge motivation for me.
Okay.
I did got something happen to me this morning, though. I had some crazy guy flick me off in a Tesla, and then he
Man.
followed me to work.
That's
He
crazy.
followed you to work too,
Followed me to work.
Man,
or was
that's
he going the
ridiculous.
same way as you?
It's
We're
ridiculous.
going the same way.
Okay, all right.
You know, a guy. You know what though? He probably flicked you off because you probably tried to cut him off.
I looked like someone I knew, so I wanted to mess with him real quick.
Oh no.
No, I'm lying. I was gonna cut him off, but someone cut me off, and I couldn't speed up to do it.
Yeah, he couldn't speed up to do it, and I actually sped up because I saw the person cut you off, and I knew you were gonna try to cut me off, so I sped up so you couldn't cut me off. I did do it. It was me. I was a corporate. I made an executive decision, and you wasn't about to cut me off.
And then he
I didn't even know it was easy. I just knew I wasn't about to get cut off because they shut down 75, and so they right at 696 where I had to get off. I got off at the zoo exit. Shout out to Detroit Zoo, and as I'm getting off, it's a line from Woodward like all the way back to like the 696
Yeah, it was a pain in the
exit
ass.
to get on, and so I got around the traffic and I didn't realize it's 2 lanes to get off for it right there at the Detroit Zoo exit, and no one was using the left lane. Everyone was in the far right. No one. I'm like, people are saying like a mile back just to get off at this exit. No one's going to use this left lane. So I took it. And once I got through that light, it was smooth sailing. But, until I got down Woodward and then someone tried to cut me off and I flicked them off. I didn't flick them off. I gave them the number 1. You're always number 1 in my book.
I seen the figure of an unlocked character.
I gave you the number 1 in my book.
We're just talking about the draft last night. That's all. Number 1.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you celebrate number 1.
Celebrate number 1.
That's it. Yeah.
That's what it was. We were celebrating, and you see, I came in with my Detroit Pistons jacket. He has on his hat.
Yes, sir.
And this was a horrible choice because I thought today was going to be like low 70s. When I came in here, the air conditioner was going to be on at 60. I come in, they said, "Oh, the air's been on for a whole hour." I'm like, "Where's the set?" It's set at 60 degrees. So it's been set at 60 degrees for a whole hour, but it's 77 degrees in here.
You're still sweating.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But you know what though? We're gonna have someone try to kind of dummy down what's going on in here. But like, is something broke? Is something not fixed? Like, we pay good money to have things fixed in here. What's up, Fish?
I want to applaud you for once for your softball team yesterday, who won. And by the way, Joique Bell, who is here, hit a grand slam. So I have to applaud you for that yesterday.
Hey, we did hear about that grand slam. It was being talked about.
Get out.
Oh.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, he's steady jogging.
Look at that hit, though.
Oh.
It's good
Looked
content.
like a shooting star.
You know what it was, though? It didn't feel like I hit it that hard when I hit it, but when I look at it that's the first time I've seen that clip. I haven't seen that clip.
Damn, I launched that.
Run that back. Run that back one more time for me.
Again,
That was a. I mean, look at that.
Yeet.
Look at that athletic specimen out there.
You think the other you think the other team's like, man, how'd
I
y'all
don't know
get
what he
Joique
was
Bell?
thinking. I don't know.
How'd y'all get
They
Joique
knew
Bell
who I
on the
was.
team?
I don't know why they would pitch it like that to me. If I was that pitcher, I would have walked me. With three people.
Yeah.
You know what it was? You know how we won this game yesterday?
Huh.
This is the same team we played last week. Just let me get that out there. They were the last seed. We were the first seed. We had to play them. I don't know what it was. Last week we played them. They had us 8-2. We got down 2 outs. I think it was the third inning. We went up 15-8. We basically scored about 15 or 13 runs in one inning, and we winning that game like 20-something to 9, like 22-9 or something like that. So we like, it's gonna be a little walk in the park. It wasn't that. They had us by 1 point going to the last inning. We had to score to go in overtime. We got down 2 outs. We tied it up, and so at least we'll know we'll get one more back. And a guy steals third when no one sends him, and he gets threw out. Now we have 2 outs. Now we have a guy at second base, and we have a batter up. And so this guy pops up. He pops up to the shortstop. The shortstop calls everybody off. He's going back to catch it. Ball goes in his glove, and we told the second base he's going on anything. So just run. You see a pop up, you just run. And he did, and the guy dropped the ball, and we scored the game-winning run on the error.
God.
He was sick. He didn't even shake our hands after the game. He ran in the dugout, threw his glove.
You know how sick
Flipped
the
over
people in the league
Gatorade.
are?
Huh?
You know how sick these people in this league are? That, like, first of all, they had like a hot head on the team before, so
Right.
to get rid of them, they're probably like fuck yeah, like this guy's gone, this asshole's like out of the league, and then fucking Joique Bell comes and replaces him, a professional athlete, like bro, they're probably heated.
Yeah.
Heated.
But what it was, though, because you have to turn in your playoff roster before the playoffs start. And luckily, I got on the team 2 weeks before 2 or 3 weeks before the playoffs.
Yeah.
And so they was able to get me on the roster for the playoffs. And so
Yeah.
I was able to play. Because you just can't bring anybody in. They have to be on your roster already.
Like these are the dudes that like wanted to like make it to the NFL and play a professional sport like you did, and so like this is like that for them. You know what I'm saying? Like this is that competitive edge. This is like that real life.
Just something fun.
And then here comes Joique Bell, who already like lived your dream,
Yeah.
and then just fucking takes your championship and playoff
And
game
you know what,
from
though?
you at the
But
same time.
we were having a lot of fun. We were chirping back and forth.
Yeah.
That's the best.
We was chirping back
Oh,
and forth.
yeah.
I mean,
That's the
I
best.
want and people look at this rocket. Let's look at it. Take a close look at it. I mean, just like a shooting star.
The shooting star, baby.
And it's not even. I don't want you guys to look at the ball, bro. I want you to see the swing. It's a level swing. I didn't swing up, and it just jumps off the bat. That's and the chin is shoulder to shoulder. It's good technique. You keeping the weight on that back leg. You're not leaning forward for it, and that's good technique. And that's the type of things when I bring art out there are the things I'm going to teach them when I take them to the batting cage.
We're going
Art,
to the
how's your
batting
form?
cage?
I'm gonna take on the responsibility of teaching you sports. I'm gonna become your new Papa Shaw.
Okay.
Huh?
All right. Yeah, I'm ready for it.
Huh?
I'm ready for it. I should have brought edibles to work today or something, just to get me in a good mood, because I'm so tired.
So are you not in a good mood because you're tired, or you're just tired but you're in a good mood?
I'm
Is your
ready
perspective.
for the weekend, and I'm just.
I am too,
I was
Art.
up late.
I understand, but I want you to understand
Watching
this, Art.
Olympics?
When we
That's
talked
low-key some
yesterday, you told me, listen, Joy, you're about to go on vacation. You have come in for 2 hours tomorrow, and let's give the best show ever.
Yeah.
Let's get a
That's
best
up
show
to you.
ever.
I just pressed the buttons today. I'm gonna be like this doing the show. Like, yeah, press button. Like, I'm tired, man.
Got a pillow and blanket in there and everything.
What we need
He was
today
up one
are-
night celebrating Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, you know, because you're always number one in my book.
Are you on drugs? Thank you. Oh, damn it! I almost got it. Okay. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
You're number one in
Craig.
my book.
Thank you, man. I really
No
do
problem.
appreciate.
No one saw that.
Too cocky for the coppers. Too cocky for the coppers. Anyway, I'm definitely about to come out this jacket because there's something going on with the air in here, and
It's hot.
check the air for me, please, producer.
There's nothing she could do to
You know,
check
is it down?
the air.
Is it down all the
It's
way?
on
Look
the
at
same
Kennedy rush
exact
up.
But is it on
temperature.
cool
Yes.
though? Did they hit the cool
Yes,
button?
I actually
Hey,
hit the button and it is on cool. I can confirm it is on cool. I can
I
check
will
if
say-
you
No,
No,
would
I
like.
don't want you checking anything because you're actually anti-air conditioning.
I'm not
Can you
anti-air
prove-
conditioning.
Yes, you are anti-air
No,
air
I'm
conditioning.
not.
Yes,
I'm
you are.
anti-air conditioning on the show. I am not
Yeah, and
anti-air conditioning.
So are we
period.
not on the show?
We are on
So
the
you're
show.
anti-air conditioning, like I said. Can we get
Only
somebody that's
because
not
the other
anti-air
two shows
conditioning?
don't use it. If the other
We're not the other two shows. We're the best show on the network. So I don't want you to
the best
understand
show on the
that.
network, but
Okay, I want you to understand that. That's the
but
difference. No,
I've heard
no.
I've heard sound
No,
quality
no.
complaints.
No. You turn that air on now.
Well, the air is on, by the way.
You turn the air on. You
It
just
is
have
on.
the fan on. This is the fan. That's the
Which
fan.
is the AC.
Listen.
The hell do you think the AC?
Speaking of this air conditioning, have I told you about Northwestern Tech?
You're going to.
Start a new career in an industry that is always essential, and it is definitely essential in here because we need it. We need it so badly. With all these windows, it's like the greenhouse effect.
Yeah.
To learn more today, go to northwesterntech.edu because they need more workers so we can bring y'all in here so y'all can fix this air conditioning. Woodward Sports, stay tuned.
Welcome to the Call Sam Chopper Shop, where you can win a custom-built chopper while helping our veterans at the same time.
Watch as the Bad Pig Custom Team turns this bike into a one-of-a-kind classic chopper.
And when it's finished, we'll be donating the bike to Volunteers of America Michigan to raffle off in support of our vets.
A great cause to give back to those who've given so much.
Watch for Call Sam Chopper Shop episodes on our social media channels and get your raffle ticket today at callsam.com/chopper shop.
That's some excitement.
What up, though? Welcome back to Baligian. Ooh,
There you go. Blanking Bell.
Blinking Bell.
Blanking Bell.
Either way,
I give you an opportunity and you just blow it.
I blew it, man. I blew it. But
You
listen,
Hey, it's better
Joique-
than next topic, right?
Joique, no. Next topic is the best, man. Joique was hitting Rockets last night, but Rockets were sad last night because they did not get Cade Cunningham. Here we go,
look at that man in that Pistons
highly
uniform.
coveted. Number 1 overall pick of the NBA draft is officially now a Detroit Piston, and it's just so great, man. Because you look at like the way NBA was going, it felt like it was big market teams were just gonna keep winning nonstop, back to back to back.
Yep.
You seen all the super teams form and everything like that, and then finally, a small market team wins the NBA championship, and then following that, a small market team gets the number 1 overall pick in the NBA draft, and it just happens to be Cade Cunningham. Jeff? You're a big basketball guy. Do you believe in the Cade hype? Be honest though. Don't try to appease anybody because I heard some doubts before in conversations.
Honestly, obviously in this draft, Cade Cunningham's the number 1 guy. He's the number 1 prospect all around. I mean, even if you look at the clutch stats, this is the best stat to me. Like if you're looking at NBA stats, 128 points in clutch time last year in college. That's the most in his whole class in clutch time. That's money time, baby. That's what the Pistons need. They need a guy down the stretch who you can give the ball to. And this is the man to do it. He is going to be the face of the franchise. We haven't had one of those in I don't know how long. I mean, even the going to work Pistons, that was more of a collective group.
Yeah.
You haven't really had a face of the franchise since Isaiah Thomas, maybe. But, yeah, he's the first overall pick since Bob Lanier. So, hey, man, he is a piece of the puzzle. I will say that. So, no reason why we can't sneak in the playoffs next year. Hey, not a top seed, but we could be trailing. There's no excuses.
So you think of playoffs?
You think the playoffs next year?
Play-in tournament. That's
Okay.
like 9th seed,
I'm
10th
on- yeah.
seed, and you will be able to battle for the 8th seed. That's my prediction.
I'm on board with that for sure.
We have some videos of obviously the announcement that he was the number 1 pick, so we're going to play that, and then right after from Imagine Theater and Royal Oak. So here we go.
With the first pick in the 2021
Stick calls him the
NBA
alien.
draft, the Detroit Pistons select Cade Cunningham from Oklahoma State University.
And then here is our reaction from Imagine and Royal Oak.
awesome.
And then next video here is him putting his buffs on, which is the most Detroit thing ever.
You got to see this one.
Hey.
God.
Now, which game I'm looking at? I'm in this one?
Yeah, you're in this one right here.
Detroit, I'm all the way in. Detroit Pistons, I'm all the way in. Let's do it.
Congratulations, Cade.
So there's your new Piston.
Man, so that's the thing about what I like about it. So he's embodying the culture of Detroit, and he's coming in. He's very accepting of the culture. What we find to be kind of like what makes Detroit in our culture here. And so if anyone's not from here, they might not understand what getting buffed up mean. They have if anyone know what Cartiers are, they're a
expensive
of an expensive brand. No, it's a brand. They make more than glasses, but they're expensive brand. But what we're known here by wearing the Cartier glasses. You have the wire frames. You have the Yays. And when I was in college, we used to call them Yays. So they have and so and that's going to be the new term for Friday. And so I'm gonna start bringing in some Yays, and on every Friday they're gonna be called Fridays. So
I can get with it.
Yeah, can you give me a pair so I'm like prepared if that happens?
It's like a free pair.
Yeah, you got extra for the show, like a show prop.
That you can take home, maybe.
Hook me up with a, it's
just like borrow it.
So Big Sean actually came out and congratulated Cade as well. We'll play that.
Big Sean, congratulations to the #1 draft pick of the 2021 NBA draft, man. Welcome to the Pistons. All right, welcome to your future. We here. Now let's get it.
So a couple things about that video. For one, Big Sean saying
jet.
congrats on the jet. That's baller stats. For two, also
with the all white on, with the all white.
The other thing is too is it's got to feel great that one of the Detroit legends, like he's a legend. He's in legend.
He's a living legend.
Yeah, he's a living legend. But the fact that like these legends are coming out and saying congrats. How long is it until M comes out? Because M's a big fan of the Pistons. I could see him making a video as well. But that's got to be a great feeling to be just embraced by the city.
Yeah, and they're coming. No, the only thing we need to work on, I only have a video of it. But our stand here is like, what up, though? You go to different, you go to New York, what up, B? What up, money? You go to, I think, was it Texas? What's happening? You go to, was it Florida or is it Atlanta or what it is? What it is. And in Detroit, it's what up, though? That's our saying. Now we got to work with him on the what. He said, "What's up, though?" But it was. He's trying.
He's from Texas. He's got the what's happening. So he's got the what's up, though.
It's what's happening.
What's happening? He's mixing it up.
He kind of mixing it up, kind of putting his own twist. But it's what up, though. We're gonna work with him on it. But he part of the fam now. We happy to have him.
Yes, sir.
We needed him. We needed a guy of his, of his magnitude on this team.
Man.
Yeah, he did. And so I like everything about the kid. He's gonna come in. We know who he is as a player. This is the guy that we can build around, a guy that can put the team on his shoulders, and then also get his team involved and make his teammates better as well. And so he's going to be a young player. He has a lot to learn with this game, but with the right coaching, with the right veterans on the team, with the right guidance, he can be dangerous.
That's why I love him, man. It's not like a superstar aspect to him, right? Like you watch the highlight tape, it's not a ton of dunks. It's not like too many flashy plays. It's making the right play, and that's what equates to wins in basketball. Like everyone was hyped about Jalen Green, but it really was just like the highlights. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a sweet shit. And yeah, it looks cool, but like I want a championship. You know what I'm saying? I can watch highlights on YouTube. That's where I go for highlights. I want to win. You know what I'm saying?
You know what though? And I'm not gonna take anything away from Jalen Green because he's a heck of a player. But like you said, there are a lot of highlights. Another player who has a lot of highlights?
Who?
Russell Westbrook.
I'm
leaving it at that.
You jumping already?
Huh?
Oh, man.
I was going to add.
Did you hear the news, Joique?
Yeah, I heard the news, but I think you guys, I'm not comparing him to.
Okay.
What I'm saying is Russell Westbrook has a lot of highlights, but he doesn't have a championship.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, exactly.
That's what I'm
athleticism.
Saying. Right. Yeah. But he's a guy that I want him to have an opportunity to have a championship, and he might have that opportunity coming up once his deal goes through.
And Easy, I want to add right now, like you mentioned him making the right play and being a great player, like not besides the highlights, but he's the first freshman since Kevin Durant to average 20 points. So that's something to add in there. Like he isn't the most flashiest, but the guy can put the ball in the basket. So I mean,
facts, man. And his pro comparison, Luka Doncic. Like, I'm such a nerd. I looked at Luka's rookie numbers this morning. Luka averaged 21 points, 6 assists, 7 rebounds. The other thing I like too, and I pray that he's like Luka, but truthfully,
no. I don't pray he's like. I pray he's like Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, for sure.
Because he'll play defense too.
I pray he could be as good as Luka. I'll say that. But I think honestly he could be better because he is more athletic. He has more of a defensive prowess. Like, this dude's known for ripping guys up on the defensive end of the floor. He's not great one-on-one, but he's great on help ball. Luckily enough, the Pistons got a talented roster sprinkled with guys who are great who can help him with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let Cade be great at what he's at, and he can help other guys be great at everything else. Like, it's because he shares the ball. He gets guys open in their spots where they can actually hit shots consistently. So the thing that impresses me most with him that I'm most excited for is, like I said, wins. It's not stats. I don't care about the 20 points. It's the W's. You know what I'm saying?
And the maturity, dude. Like, as soon as he was drafted, he had his daughter right in his hands. He had her when he was 17 years old. Like, his maturity and his leadership, I think, separates him from a guy like Jalen Green. Like, his ability to command a locker room. He goes in there, everyone follows Cade. Like, not saying no one follows Jalen, but I just don't think he comes with that same, like, hey, I'm a leader, this is my show kind of thing.
You know, when people, I'm not going to say all people, but usually good fathers and players or athletes who have that talent and they have a kid at a young age, usually, like you said, it motivates them. I remember when I had my son, it was more so like my son is at my games, right? And he's 2.
Crazy.
He's 2. He's 2 at my games in college. And he's coming to the games. He's sitting down here. He's watching. And in my head, I can't fail because my son is watching. All right. And so he sees me on the field. And it got to the point to where it's kind of cute. Right. He thought my name at one point was Joique Bell, played football, Wayne State. So when anybody would ask, what's your dad's name? He would say, Joique Bell, played football, Wayne State. And that was that's how he would say my name every time. And so
letting him know,
right? And so it was hilarious. It was like not until he hit probably about 3 or 4 where he just saw, this is my dad, And so when you have your child there and they can see you play, it's motivating, right? It's motivating, so he has the extra chip on his shoulder because I can't let my daughter see me fail. I have to be a great example for my daughter. I have to be a great example to my to his baby girl, his angel, his princess, and so it's going to give you more motivation. And so I like that coming into the team because I think he has his priorities in order. What's most important, and I think he'll bring that to this team.
Yeah. I agreed, and I just want to speak one more thing too to the Buffs. Like, that whole situation felt great because if you remember back to the draft we had Stanley Johnson, he dropped Detroit versus everybody. That was dope too. But prior to that, the guy who went before him to the Miami Heat, what's his name? Jeff, help me out.
In the same
Justin
draft?
Winslow.
Yeah.
Justin Winslow straight up did not want to come to Detroit. It was like it hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn.
You know what it is though?
That's part of the reason we didn't get him, and then we now get the number 1 overall pick.
We don't want anybody. We don't want nobody who doesn't want to be here.
Culture.
I'm gonna let you know. We don't want anybody in Detroit that does not want to be here.
Facts.
The people who have not been to Detroit, who haven't been here and seen the city and seen the culture and got around the city and kind of interact with the people, they'll never know how beautiful Detroit is. They'll never know. Detroit is like top 5 best downtowns in the country.
And you've been everywhere.
Yeah. I'm telling you, one of the best downtowns in the country. Now, you have cities that's known for their downtown, like, New York. You got, Chicago. But our downtown is better than Dallas. Our downtown is better than Houston. Our downtown is better than L.A.
Rank them, the ones you've been through.
Huh?
Can you rate the downtowns that you've been through?
I would say, I don't really like Chicago. I mean, no, not Chicago. I like New York for what it is. So it's over respect, and they're gonna be the Mecca. But I actually like Chicago downtown better than theirs. And then you got to put New York up there because that's what they're known for. They have a lot of things. And then I'll put Detroit.
That's dope.
And then Detroit. Seattle has a cool downtown too. Yeah, but I think our downtown Detroit just has more culture and it's more festive. Yeah, it's more festive. So, and we're right on the water. The water's beautiful. And so for people who haven't been to Detroit, come to Detroit. We got the best. Facts. We got the best bars where you can go in there. You can get the best liquor, and some of the best liquor in the city is what? 8 Mile Vodka.
Oh, that I got right here, Joique.
Yeah.
8 Mile Vodka.
Okay, Joique.
Look how smooth that transition was.
That
8
was-
Mile
that was-
Vodka,
that was
born in
nice.
Detroit, is distilled in a single 90-liter batches to allow for optimal quality care and control. Then carbon filtered, aerated, and bottled at the perfect time to produce a subtle taste with smooth finish and a character all of its own. This is an exceptional premium vodka that can be chilled and enjoyed straight or mixed to create an exceptional cocktail. Next time you're out, ask your bartender for 8 Mile Vodka or pick up a bottle at Meijer. But don't forget, Juicy Jeff said always drink responsibly.
Juicy Jeff.
Tony is a third-generation logger that has a simple, practical approach to life and work. That's why his Coast DX342 knife is perfect for him. The stainless steel blade is rust-resistant and made for all-weather use. And the double roll-lock safety ensures that it will never inadvertently close when he doesn't want it to. That's why Coast is trusted tough.
Who do we have to talk to on this show to get us longer breaks?
That's probably Chad Johnson.
We got to
the
sell some
owner.
more ad reads, man. We got to sell more advertisements.
We need some more advertisement.
Yeah,
on this
you guys
show.
hit
What
us
do we have
up.
to
You
do?
guys need to smash that like button.
If you
So we
guys
get more viewers and we sell more ads. We have
Listen,
longer
guys.
breaks.
Everyone watching this show right now, if you're on YouTube, like it, please. If you're on Facebook, like it for us, please. If you're on Twitter, retweet it, heart it. You know, if you're on Facebook, reshare it. We appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
Because what it's going to do is, with the algorithm, it's going to hit a lot more different places, a lot more different ads are going to see us, more people's going to see us. You know, we get more likes, and we can get more advertising, more sponsors to come in here because we need longer breaks.
Just one like a day. And you can help sponsor us.
One like a day can bring $1 in. Here we go. Anyway, on to Lions training camp. Dan Campbell is trying to do up-downs with the team. I don't know. He might be
yeah, what's your reaction to that, Joy? Because, like,
you know what, though? I like when coaches get active with the players in practice. You know, it's kind of fun to see them, and they can kind of see how, you know, he's tired.
Like, Joy, if you were right in front of him watching him do those, are you hyping him up? Like, what's
yeah, you know, because I think what they're trying to do, I think they're trying to make it a tradition for the defense. So they were doing 40 up downs. I don't think the offensive players were a part of that. I think it was just the defensive players, and it's something that I think AG came up with, and. Yeah, you know, I like it. You know, I like it. I don't think they're going to do it all the time. I don't know if it's just for training camp, but it's something that they want to do. And initially, Dan Campbell wasn't going to do it, but he was like, you know what, this is my defense too. Let me get down here. Let me try to get in. And for the people who couldn't do it, the other coaches that was on the coaching staff who couldn't do it, you know, they might have got down and just did planks while they did it.
Does that build the camaraderie?
Yeah, it builds camaraderie. It builds that culture.
Yeah.
It builds that, you know, we're all in it together, you know, and it helps the players to kind of buy in. And it also makes practice a little bit more fun.
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
Real quick, here's Campbell's thoughts on the up-down, because someone asked him at training camp.
Yeah.
I survived. That's a good way to put it. Listen, that was AG, man. Honestly, that was all AG with the up-downs, because he had said it the night before the defensive meeting. After my meeting, he goes in there and he sets the tone, kind of what they're doing. And he tells them, look, we're starting a tradition here, guys. We're doing 40 of them things. And so I'm watching, I'm like, oh, crap. My first thought, man, I'm glad I'm not them. And then my second thought was, man, maybe I need to be in there with them. Since it's my defense, too, you know. So, but that was all AG. And the worst move I made was getting between Aaron Glenn and Aubrey Pleasant. All right, I should have gone down to the other end. But no, it was good, man. Listen, that's all AG. And by the way, the whole defensive staff got involved. And if they couldn't do it, then they were doing planks or whatever. But man, that's pretty impressive. Let's just set the tone.
Right back. You know, I love that. I love that type of stuff. You know, and that's one thing that he talked about when he came in. He was like, "There's no egos here," and I like that he gives credit where credit's due. And that was all AG. It wasn't me.
That's facts. That's a good point.
It wasn't me. It's like the small things like that matters. You know, like that wasn't my idea. That was AG. I survived it. You know, I thought about doing it. Didn't want to, but hey, this is my defense too, so we're in it together. I don't know. He might have a bad knee. I don't know.
Yeah, he definitely got a bad knee.
I was gonna.
We got to think that's like the 40th. He did 40.
I mean, and then the funny thing is, the person who's that 21 right in front of us doing the same type of up downs he's
Hey,
doing. Go
I
back
saw
to
that
it.
too.
Go back to it. He's not even just back down. Just keep the head down.
You forgot the up part. I can't.
You know what's funny? Corey, he mentioned he did this drill, and the next day he
Is somebody throwing up in the back? Go.
He came back with a bigger knee brace.
Is someone throwing up in the back?
Yeah.
Oh, it's another coach. That's the offensive line coach.
No. With the all blue on. With the blue on. Let me get this off. Oh God.
He's like, hell, I'm out of here.
Whew.
Check
it's
me
hot
out.
out here. It sure is hot out here.
Yeah, he went from a knee sleeve to a knee brace, Corey said. So, hey, he putting his body on the line.
Putting his body.
Also do that today. Do up downs and get it
No,
on
I
video.
don't think your love handlers can handle it.
No, they can.
Are they called down ups or ups downs? Because I always thought it was down ups.
No, it's up downs.
Up downs?
Yeah, up downs.
Because you're going down and you're getting up. I guess you start.
But then
up.
you're getting up and then going down. So, you know what I mean?
It
works either way.
It's just up downs. I mean, we've always called it up downs. So.
You know what I liked about the training and also the media day after was Corey got a lot of footage of basically the whole team praising Aubrey Pleasant, and it starts with Campbell here and his thoughts on Aubrey.
I like Aubrey. He's from Flint.
Yeah, Flint native.
From the gutter.
Yesterday,
From the
Dean
mud.
Marlowe and Jeff Okuda, they both had high remarks for Aubrey Pleasant after the practice. Just early on, what are some of the things that you're seeing of how big he's been for the DB?
He's a stud. I was in his meeting, so I try to go to all our coaches' meetings at some point or another, watch the practices, after the practice, watch the film, or I'll go in for installs and, just kind of get a feel of them with the players, but just to get a feel of the players interacting with them, and how are they, just to feel the room. And he's as advertised. I would tell you that he is a hell of a teacher. He's engaging. He's thorough. He's interactive. He's energetic, he's vibrant, he gets it, man. There's a reason why he's good at what he does, and he's coached some good players and developed young talent, and so he's been a hell of an asset for us. And I'll be honest, the whole staff is, because I've sat in all I was with Deuce last night as well, and let me tell you something, you want to have a good time, go in there and watch guys grow and learn and laugh, and it's impressive, but he is on it, and I've said it all along, we're teachers. We really are, Now, we may not always have the proper grammar and say all the right things, but that's what we are. We're teachers, and we teach football, and you got to learn to communicate, and how do you pull out the most out of the...
Amen.
And so, and that's coming from the coach, all right?
Yeah.
And so, coach is always going to talk up, the other coaches, but you also have players like Okuda who has nothing but positive things to say about Aubrey. Take a look.
I think it benefited me greatly. In fact, before training camp, I just sent him a text thanking him for all the work he's put in with me throughout the course of 2021, and I've seen the improvements already. So just having him by my side, having Coach AG by my side, I think that's been great for me as well as the whole position group.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how he'll pan out this year. I'm pulling for him. I want him to have one of the best seasons he's going to have. It's hard to come out and have a Pro Bowl season or a great season where you don't have I guess I would say the greatest supporting cast. And
right.
And as we grow as a franchise, as we grow as a team, as we bring more guys in, as we coach up more guys on what we want and what we need, they'll, hopefully they'll translate on the field to a point to where he's able to play better because he's not holding guys as long as he was last year. Because I'm telling you, hold any receiver for more than 4 to 5 seconds in this league, even our receiving core can get open. So.
I think it's the hardest position to play.
It is. It's an island.
Outside of
quarterback.
Maybe quarterback. Yeah, exactly. And I
on an island, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I spoke with Slay about this actually too, and he said even the ball, like transition from NFL or from college to NFL, there's a white stripe on the college football that can help you pinpoint it when you're going to bat the ball down or you're catching receptions. That's something too. I think the other thing people never take into factor is this guy didn't have a training camp last year because of COVID. He had no rookie camp last year because of COVID, and he was banged up headed into the season.
And we had no pass rush either, man.
Exactly.
And that's the thing. We didn't have a pass rush.
Yeah, man. Like everything was up against him, and at this point too, I get people want to say like,
but people don't look at that. They only see your numbers.
Yeah.
It's,
and they always want to talk about where he was drafted at, too. It's like, at this point, he's on the team. Who gives a fuck where he was drafted at? We just want him to produce. Like, why you can't root for him and want him to be good?
Yeah.
You know?
Put $1 in the swear jar.
You know, I'm broke, Joique.
Well, you got to stop cussing.
You swore in sign language this morning. Where your dollar at?
No, I didn't.
That,
was that on
number
the show?
one you threw out the window.
Was that on the show? I threw out number one.
Can't be proven.
All right. But anyway, good morning, Grammy Whammy. Good morning to all our fans out there, all our supporters. Who do we have in the chat right now?
Yeah, you guys in the chat, let us know what you guys think of Kudo have a turnaround season.
He will have a turn. I think the better the D-line gets, the better the linebacker core gets.
Yeah.
The easier it'll make his job.
I agree.
We look at Slay, and Slay didn't do that great his first year, right?
Exactly. That's
his first year, and that was with a pretty decent defense. Pretty decent defense. Now, and that's a pretty decent defensive line and linebacker core, right? We had the number 2 linebacker in the all the NFL with tackles, and DeAndre Labby, who was only 1 tackle behind. Who was that? Kuechly. He was 1 tackle behind him, and we had a lot of talent there, and so we don't have that type of talent that we had back then. So we have to be more patient with the Kudo. And I'm excited to see what he does this year. When we come back, I want to talk a little bit more about him. Say tapped in. Woodward Sports.
We are here, downtown Fenton, my favorite Bridge Street Exchange.
That's right. And you want to switch up your wardrobe this summer? It's this easy. You ready, Joey?
I'm ready.
All right, you ready? I like it. You want to do it again?
Yeah, let's do it again.
All right. Ooh, Brixton. Nice. One more time?
Yes.
Ooh, I like the hat on this one, too. You ready to do it one more time, Joey?
I'm getting tired. One last one.
All right, let's change it. Bro, where's your shirt? You need new clothes this summer. Bridge Street Exchange in Fenton. That's where you need to go. Thank you, guys.
Welcome back.
We were waiting for Jeff.
No, what do you mean? Okay, welcome back to Bell and Blank on the Woodward Sports Network.
I'm Blank and Bell.
So you don't want your name first?
Huh?
I'm putting you first, Bell.
No.
I feel like Blank and Bell just like flows.
There's no ego here.
Oh, so he's okay. He's
There's
one.
no
He's
ego
1B.
here.
He's happy. So Bell and Blank, or Blank and Bell, either one, don't matter. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network. I'm your fill-in host for today, Jeff. I got Easy and Joique, and we're still on Jeff Okudah.
We're still on Jeff Okudah.
I want to say something about Aubrey Pleasant real quick too. Is like you look at where he come from in LA, and granted they did have like a great overall defense. Like they had Aaron Donald on the defensive line. Obviously they had Jalen Ramsey, but you see situations like Nnamdi Asomugha. When he was with Oakland, he was like the number 1, the best cornerback in the league. And then he got signed over to Philadelphia. They were supposed to be the dream team. And what happened? He kind of fell off the map. And I think that's where you got to respect a guy like Aubrey Pleasant, where he took a new cornerback in Jalen Ramsey and still allowed him to be great. In fact, maybe even sell him to
I'm gonna tell you
even
this.
better.
I'm going to tell you this. Did you see the Madden ratings?
Yeah. You said what?
Did you see the Madden ratings?
Yeah.
All right. What club is Jalen Ramsey in?
We got to say it. I mean,
what club was he in?
He in the top club, baby.
He's in the 99.
99.
He's in the 99 club.
Yes, sir.
All right. What was he at before he came to the Rams?
I mean, he was up there.
No. Was he in the 99 club?
Not in the 99 club.
Was he in the 99 club?
I don't know.
I'm not taking anything. I'm not saying he wasn't good. I said, was he in that club when he got there? Yes or no?
Till he got Aaron Donald.
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
And that Aaron Donald's is what? He's in the what?
99 club, baby.
Yes.
For how many years straight?
Like 5. Like 4 years, 5 years.
All right. And so when Jalen Ramsey comes, he benefits off of that.
For sure.
Right. Because of that pass rush.
For sure.
So either A, they're going to take a sack, or Jalen Ramsey's so good that he can hold any receiver in the NFL for 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And so either they're going to throw the ball and he can make a play on the ball, or they're going to take a sack, or it's going to be a rest or incomplete pass. It's going to be one or the other. And so they benefit off each other. And so when you have players like that on the same team, only good things can happen.
And I feel like that's what we're building too, because like you go back to the draft. I mean, another person from the Rams organization, Brad Holmes. What did he do? Back-to-back defensive tackles. You know what I'm saying? And like that's the way how we just spoke on Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey kind of pair together. That's what seems as if that's what we're trying to do now here in Detroit.
I'm gonna ask you guys a question. I'm gonna get your perspective. Then Art, I'm gonna ask you first, and I'm gonna take it to Juicy Jeff, and I'm gonna take it to Easy. When you're building a football team, where do you want to start building a team from? In your opinion.
That's a good question.
If you had
Are
to.
you asking me?
I'm asking you.
I'm trying to get your damn video of Jalen Green looking like his pinstripes. So
we're gonna get that.
What was the question? It was when you're building a team. Where do you start?
Yeah.
I mean, you start with a phenomenal top-tier quarterback like Jared Goff. That's where you start. I don't know. I'm in the middle of something.
All right, I'll take it away.
Ask the pros up at the table.
Joique, you start in the trenches. All right, that's my opinion. All right, you build a pass rush, and you can build your offensive line, and everything else will be beneficial. Like if you get good cornerbacks, you already have a good pass rush. Your corners will be better. If you have a good offensive line, you get a quarterback. He will be better because of your offensive line. I think it starts in the trenches. That's my opinion.
What about you, Easy?
No, I agree. I think I start in the trenches. I'm biased. I mean, I love the defensive line. That's why I played like when I was playing football. I grew up watching Dominican Sue terrorize offensive linemen. Sean Rogers do the same here in Detroit. So I like the defensive line because you can affect the other team's offense as well as create opportunities for your defense to score.
What do you know about Sean
I'll probably
Rogers?
say the trenches on the defensive side.
On the defensive side.
Yeah.
And so when Sean was on the show, we'll always talk about the first thing you need to have here is the build around. You need a quarterback. You need a quarterback. So, the second thing I would say is the trenches. You need the trenches.
I feel like could you find a quarterback with an already great team? Like, is that possible?
Wait.
Like, if you,
Hold up. Did Joique just admit that I was right about something?
I'm about to go back at him.
You're doing other things right now. Remember, you're doing other things.
Well, I mean, no, I'm here now. If we're talking about if I'm right, I'm here.
I'm gonna tell you this. How many teams have? Because there's been teams that do it, but how many teams have won a Super Bowl without a superstar quarterback? Give me
a
one.
lot of them.
Give me one.
The Ravens, Trent Dilfer.
Joe Flacco was MVP.
I said this happened. No, count.
Oh, I don't know. It's probably only a handful.
You asked me
in the past 20 years. No. I didn't say no one.
In the past 20 years,
I said,
Eli Manning.
He's a superstar quarterback.
Yeah.
Come on.
Joey's got a point. I see what you're saying. It's only a handful of times. It's really
only a handful of times.
Joe Flacco and whatever.
Joe Flacco. I mean, a ton of them. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like
that's one. I'm not saying you need a superstar quarterback.
Yeah.
I'm saying majority of the teams,
Yeah.
90 to 95% of the teams who win the Super Bowl have a superstar quarterback.
I feel like they disguise a lot of issues too. Like if you have a superstar quarterback and your offensive line's weak and he's mobile, he can move around. That'll fix like if you have a great offensive line, your quarterback can't throw for shit.
You think Tom Brady had the best offensive line, best defensive line his entire career?
Oh,
yeah,
I mean, he has some pretty good ones.
Some good ones.
No.
There's been times where
do he make them look better than what they are? Because his release is so quick.
Real quick, we got breaking news.
He gets the ball out so quick.
Breaking news.
Yeah, Madden 22 just released the QB ratings. They gave Patty Mahomes a 99.
Yeah.
They gave Tom Brady a 97.
A little high for Tom Brady, in my opinion.
His speed, though, they probably got him at like 40 speed. I don't know if that affects
his 60 speed. Chad
60?
Johnson, yeah,
okay.
you see the tape. Chad Johnson.
He's a 43, 44-year-old quarterback. Is he 44 yet?
Yeah, he's trying to play till he's 45, I believe. So he got like one more year left.
Madden just so like the ratings, like they used to be fun, but like now that they're giving everyone 99s, like
everybody, they giving everybody 99s.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Who is everybody?
All right, so Devontae Adams, 99, right? When I think of a 99, I think of Calvin. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a 99. You know what I'm saying?
Devontae Adams was probably one of the best wide receivers in the NFL.
He's definitely it.
He probably is the best wide receiver.
If not
he
the best.
You put him on Calvin's level?
He's
equal to Calvin Johnson.
Who's equal to Calvin Johnson?
No.
You have Madden 99 isn't Hall of Fame. I want you to understand that. I want you to understand
that. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying with the 99s.
No.
Like, don't make him a 99.
So 99. So only Hall of Famers can be 99s.
Okay.
That's what you're saying.
No.
Is that?
Yeah.
No. That'd be 100. That'd be 100.
That's not a thing in the game. I'm saying, the 99s, just throwing them out. You know what I'm saying?
They're not just throwing them out.
Adams, it is, though.
No, they're not.
A 99 to me, like I said, is Calvin Johnson. Devontae Adams, all due respect, a great wide receiver. I'm not putting him on the same level as Calvin Johnson.
I think it's just Madden ranking the wide receivers.
It's a 99 of that year, maybe.
His football IQ is up there with Calvin Johnson's.
Okay.
Now, his athletic ability, he's Calvin Johnson, like within his own self of his capabilities. Like everybody can't be a 6'5",
for sure,
245,
for sure. But the guy that's 6'5" and can do everything Devontae Adams can do, That's a 99.
Real quick, looking at this list real quick.
No,
though.
if you're arguing Calvin's better than Devontae, I mean,
Yeah,
we're just saying
I'm not
99.
I'm not arguing.
But that's what I'm saying. That's a 99 to me. You know what I'm saying? Like.
But
if
it's
you're gonna give out
so
the
you
best
can't. So you
rating-
can't say that. So who else can you ever say is a 99 outside of Calvin?
Outside of Calvin,
who's better than Calvin? Because if you're going to put everybody on Calvin level, then nobody else is going to be a 99 except for who?
And that's what I'm saying. You should make 99 prestigious, bro. Like, don't
It is
just like be
prestigious.
handing out. No,
It is
it's not
prestigious.
prestigious.
So-
They're handing them out like candy. Each group, they pick 199 out of the year. And I get it. For that year, they're the 99. But, like, 99, like, it should be a 99. So they should be, like, elite skill level.
They are elite
not just
skill
the
level.
best of the
Devontae
crop
Adams is
of
elite
that,
skill level.
this year's class.
He's elite.
The only thing I'll push back on you is DeAndre Hopkins is 97, which it's like the drop off between him and Devontae. I don't know the 2 points you can argue, but like they might just be going this year best receiver. Like Hopkins could have been a 99, like if off his abilities. I honestly, it's just how they rate.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm saying 99 should be prestigious. They're just
Will you
doing
put
it, like,
Tyreek?
per
Will you put Tyreek Hill up there?
Hell yeah.
At 99?
At 99, Madden terms, sure.
Here's my question though: when you look at
your terms,
no.
Why not? Who can do what he do in the NFL? Ever? Yeah. Who has this speed? Are we looking at what
Who
they
has
can?
the speed? I mean, it's people who got speed. But
Who has this speed?
Devin Hester has.
He's about to say he's short.
Devin Hester don't have his speed. Stop it. You stop it. Johnny Knox and Devin Hester are about the same. When you ask
Johnny Knox and Devin Hester.
When you ask, no, I'm not saying who's a better returner. We're talking about speed.
Yeah.
Yes, Johnny Knox is up there with Devin Hester with speed. What are you talking about? Even the head coach, they asked the head coach who's the fastest person on the team between Devin Hester and Johnny Knox. You know what the head coach said? He said, I can't answer that.
Oh, yeah, they're the same.
He said, I can't answer that. That's what the head coach said. So
look, Johnny Knox is fast, but I mean, his game speed. His
game speed.
But listen, I play Madden.
His game speed, man.
No, listen, I play Madden. There's guys in Madden that are like 98 speed and they're low rating. So the speed is important, but like what makes Tyreek special is like all his other abilities too. Like the speed is impressive, but
catch the yak he can give you.
Oh yeah.
Listen though, getting back to the QB ratings, the only thing that I see wrong with this list here is that Josh Allen is an 88 and he should be in the 90 club.
Oh, that's a little disrespectful.
Yeah. But
let me look at this. Yeah,
Patty Mahomes is now a 3-time 99 overall.
You know, and you can't say this is giving out 99s because Deshaun Watson was the NFL passing leader.
Yeah, he's 90.
And he's 90.
Dak, I don't know.
I'm
Dak
saying,
and Ryan Tannehill the same rating? Is
Russell
that?
Westbrook.
All right, because this is what I'm saying though. All right, like skill set for skill set. Can Tom Brady throw a football farther than Aaron Rodgers? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Can Tom Brady throw a football farther than Russell Wilson?
No.
Probably not, no.
So, like, do you think he's more accurate than Aaron Rodgers?
No, actually, no.
You know, like, so what skill
accurate.
sets are being sprinkled in there to where he's ranked at 97? You know what I'm saying? Like,
there is mental.
It could be the quarterback rating.
There is mental attributes.
It could be the QB rating. You have to look at the QB ratings throughout the year. And it might be going off the QB ratings. You got to look at the QB rating. That's like the biggest, quarterback stat to kind of decipher how good you are. So go back and look at their season and look at their quarterback rating throughout the season on average, and that's probably how they're doing it.
There is mental ratings too, by the way. Like there is like awareness. Like I'm sure Tom Brady's is 99 every single mental like attribute in the game, so that gives him a boost.
And then also you look at a player like Tom Brady, you look at a guy like Patrick Mahomes, you look at a guy like Aaron Rodgers. When those guys are in the game, they heighten the play of their teammates around them.
Team speed,
And so
or game speed.
Let me give you an example for you guys to understand what I'm saying. So when you have a quarterback that is on that type of level, he's going to encourage the rest of the team, and he's going to bring the rest of the team up to his level. Kind of like a Peyton Manning, he's going to demand or he's going to hold you accountable for doing your part on the field. And I know that personally. I've seen it, and I've seen it in person. I've seen Matthew Stafford. I've seen Michael Vick in person. I've seen Drew Brees. I play with all of these guys, and these guys all have something they bring to the table that is infectious, and the rest of the team catches on to it. No, Detroit, we're built for tough. Right? That we're tough. We're a tough team. Matthew Stafford was a tough quarterback, by far the toughest quarterback I've ever played with. That rubbed off on the rest of the team. Drew Brees had that swag. You wanted to play with Drew because he just had that swag, and he made you feel good about yourself. He made you feel you could do things you couldn't do, right? And so you wanted to play there with him, and the rest of the team had that swag. You know, walk up in the dome, hit everybody, big plays, big hit everybody, walk. You know, that was Drew. You know, and so you like that from him. You know, then you had Peyton Manning. He was a perfectionist. I remember he ran the same play over and over and over, just in strip drill doing handoffs, because he wanted every running back to have the exact same aiming point, and that was him. He was a perfectionist. He had his own meetings. We had our own skill meeting every day, so we had all these different meetings. You had Mike Vick. He was just athletic. You know, you look at all the
Vick? Huh? You play with Vick?
Yeah, I played with Vick. He was just athletic, and he didn't talk much. He just played and made plays. So you look at other players who were around him, Deshaun Jackson, Shady McCoy. They was out there making plays. Jeremy Maclin, just making plays. Jason Avant, just making plays. They all got that kind of Michael Vick rubbed off on them. They just will make plays. And so every quarterback, whatever they bring to the table is going to rub off on the other teammates and make them play almost identical. And so when you have quarterbacks like that, they're going to make the defense feed off of that. And I didn't realize how much the defense fed off of us until after we're playing. The Patriots in the preseason. And I remember I had a run, and I broke a tackle, spent off another tackle, and then kind of slipped on a guy, but kind of pushed me out of bounds. And the hardest hit I took on that play was Nick Fairley coming up and hitting me on the sideline. Said, "I love that. I love that." And I didn't realize, so after the game, I said, "You know what, you hit me kind of hard. That was the hardest hit I took all game." He said, "It's just when you run, it gives me energy. I feed off of that. I love the way you run." And then that's when I realized, like, offense really feeds off of the defense. Defense feed off of us. Yeah. And when you have a quarterback that can always put you in a position to be able to win a game, it's going to make you heighten the way you play. And you're going to make some plays that you usually wouldn't make.
I agree.
When we come back, I want to talk a little bit more about that. I want to get Campbell's thought on Jefferson. It's coming up soon. Stay here. Woodward Sports.
Hey guys, I'm D-Mac.
Hey guys, I'm Pilar.
That was a little slow.
Right.
Hi, I'm D-Mac.
I wasn't ready. I was doing this.
Hi, I'm D-Mac.
Hey, I'm Pilar.
I'm Maz. You're lit. Hi, I'm D-Mac.
I'm Pilar.
I'm Maz. We suck.
You suck.
Catch us Monday to Friday, 3 to 5.
Every day, right here on The Hook.
On Woodward Sports Network.
Real quick, can I say, I agree with all that stuff about the quarterbacks you said.
Yeah.
That's not a skill rating in Madden, though.
Huh?
It's not a skill rating in Madden, though, that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like...
But I told you what you have to look at for the skill. You got to look at the quarterback rating.
Actual quarterback rating?
You got to look at the quarterback
rating. I will
do
that.
So look at the
Art
quarterback.
had some breaking news about some Buffs update.
Yeah. So we got a Buff. We got a Detroit culture update.
Shout out Jamal.
So we got Jamal Williams kind of commenting on Cade Cunningham Buff comment. Take a look.
Jamal, you talked about breaking. Ooh, snap! Rock, paper, scissors. Jamal, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. Are you going? Come on, keep going. 2 out of 3. All right, first one. Come on, one more. 2 out of 3. Keep going. Got you. All right. Hey, Jamal, you talked about a couple of months ago, you talked about bringing that full swag to Detroit. Now, do you think Cade Cunningham updid you last night by wearing the Buffs? Who? Cade Cunningham on the Pistons. What? You rocked it. You said you was bringing the whole swag to the D. And
what happened? I don't watch this. I'm gonna let y'all know. I don't watch TV. I watch anime all day. Literally. I don't watch live television. So I don't know what excuse my language, I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. Oh, you talking about the draft? I didn't watch it, so I don't. Not my bad. I don't watch it. Yeah. This look like some regular shape. I'm not that type of person. I don't care about fashion. My fashion is wearing a Koski robe, like I'm in the clan or something, wearing Naruto headbands. That's my fashion. So I don't know what y'all talking about. You gotta ask Tracy about that. He that type of dude. That's that boy for you. I don't know nothing about Cartiers or what's it called, Gucci, Prada's or all them Jones.
Oh no!
I love his honesty, though.
Yeah,
I love his
it is
honesty.
what it is. Hey, it is what it is.
Before I get you guys' thoughts on that, he did make comments on the Lions being underestimated, and it's a quick clip, so let's play that too.
It's a new Lions team. It's a new Lions history is about to go, and really, we just ready to go and show people. Underestimate us, please. That's what we want. You know what I mean? Because then when we come and smack you in the mouth, then you're going to know we the Lions. You know what I mean? So whatever you know from the past, please keep that. Because we coming out with something new. And I like
I'll forgive him.
I like that.
No.
I like that.
We need to get him a pair of buffs, man. I mean,
well, he needs buffs.
I like his attitude.
Yeah. Love the attitude,
but we got to give him a quip with the Detroit culture.
Yeah.
Because it's not even about fashion for real. It's just like the Detroit culture. That's what it's really about.
Get him with the what up though.
And so get him with the what up though. It's just
you
but
want to know like he got so much swag is because he's himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, like at the end of the day, man, it don't really matter. Like he don't care.
Yeah.
Like he gonna be himself. He don't.
I love how he's like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Like I'm not trying to play no games.
Yeah, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah, but that's just part of the city culture. So if you're gonna be in the city, get a part of the culture. That's all.
If anything, we gotta teach him the blade dance for sure.
Huh?
The blade dance, like in the end zone, hitting that for touchdown. He can't wear the Cartiers on field, but we can't teach him the blade dance.
Yeah, we can teach him all
you know
that.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, he saved it with the second clip though. I love getting smacked in the mouth. That's the plan, baby.
Can we actually play that again?
I like his attitude.
Love it. He embodies the culture,
fire, bro. That was you like to hear that, man.
Oh,
it's the same attitude. I feel like I don't listen to it.
It's a new Lions team. It's a new Lions history is about to go, and really, we just ready to go and show people. Underestimate us, please. That's what we want. You know what I mean? Because then when we come and smack you in the mouth, then you're going to know we the Lions. You know what I mean? So whatever you know from the past, please keep that. Because we coming out with something new. And I like being underestimated.
You know that song? You know that song by Dej Loaf? Like let somebody try me. That's what he's embodying. That's the Detroit culture he just picked up on. You know what I'm saying? He said, please underestimate us. Please. If you come through, we're going to punch you in the mouth.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, Joique, like you hear a lot of these players talk about like, please keep underestimating us. We love it. This is like we heard Trey Flowers say it. Obviously now Jamal Williams. Like as a player, when you come into a season, when you're expected to win, what's the difference between being extremely underrated and like what the mentality of the team is?
The only thing the Lions have right now that's going in their favor is no one's expecting them to win.
Right.
And as players, we're never going to go into the season saying, "Oh, we're about to lose." Like, hey, come on now, we're not about to do that.
We're coming up against a break, but real quick, I do want to play this. Jared Goff on taking ownership of the offense, and if there's any rust, here's his comments on that.
Yeah, I think that's always part of your job as a quarterback. Especially for me with a new team and new faces and new system, is trying to give them stuff that I like and that I know, and trying to implement it, and at the same time listening. What do they like? What do they know? And what do we want to do? And mesh some things together. But yeah, I think through these first week or so, just trying to really make sure everyone knows that I know what's going on, you know what I mean, and just handling things the right way. Anytime you come back, I think beginning of training camp, there's a little rust, and you're knocking some of that off. I thought today was a better day, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Every day is a step forward. Ever since we got here back in May, every day has been a step forward, and today was good.
Now, what I will say is that the first step of having any type of success on the field is going to come from attitude. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think attitude is what we're lacking in Detroit. Yeah, I don't think we're lacking that on the Pistons. I don't think we're lacking that on the Lions. I don't think we're lacking that in hockey. Even with the Titans, I don't think we lack the attitude. No one is going to come out and I don't think we can win this game. In the NFL, this is a league of men. Like we're all men here, and our concept in our mind is no man. I mean, you put your pants on the same way I do. One pants leg at a time.
Actual back
You bleed the same blood I bleed. Both our bloods is red. Like, there's no man on that field who's going to put fear in your heart. Right, period. It's just, even Aaron Donald, he's not going to put fear in any opponent's heart on that football field. Now, we might have some issues with him. We might be like, okay, I'm going to have to, step it up this game for this particular player because he's at a higher level. And so I'm going to have to try to play at a higher level to kind of keep up with him.
Yeah.
But, there's no fear and nobody's, no.
Bro, it's so dope being up here and like getting to hear like that type of, I'm saying like that side of the game from you, man. Like,
it's just, I mean, this is what it is. This is the type of game this is. And so if anyone's coming into this league without having that type of attitude that Jamal Williams has, he won't be here long. He won't be here long.
How hard is it to like prolong that as the season gets going? Like, let's say they lose game 1 and 2, like to keep that same energy.
It don't matter.
Don't matter.
It don't matter. You never lose that attitude. Even when we went 4-12 in 2012, right? We never had the attitude. And if you look at those games, we might have lost, but you're losing. We lost about 6 or 7 games by 7 points or less. One play in the game could turn that game around, and that's how close this game is. There's not too many teams that are all the way up here and then everybody's down here. It's always can be like 1 or 2 plays in the game that can shift the momentum of the game. But we don't look at that. When the end of the season comes near,
we just look at the record.
You just look at the record.
Yeah.
No one goes back and say, "Oh, well, they only won this game by 1 point."
Yeah,
they only won. You can win a whole season by 1 point. It don't matter. You won.
Yeah.
And so, the whole point of what we're trying to allude to is that it doesn't matter what type of talent you have on the team. If you don't have the confidence and the attitude to go into the season, you're not going to win any games. I promise you. When we come back, let's get into Campbell talking about his thoughts on the run game with the new draft pick. Woodward Sports, stay tuned.
I'm looking to bring on another HVAC tech right now.
We are recruiting 5 to 10 techs a month.
We're looking to grow and expand. Every new tech we hire is from Northwestern Tech.
The hands-on training is fantastic.
They're always my first call.
We love hiring Northwestern Tech grads.
They come out trained and ready to work.
Our program is only 10.5 months, and our next classes are starting soon. So why wait?
I'm looking to hire
a graduate
of Northwestern Tech. Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Can I ask you a question real quick, Joique?
Yeah, what's up?
Because earlier you were talking about quarterbacks and the aura they bring, and how it affects the team, both offensively and just other pieces of the team. When you listen to Jared Goff, just now speaking, and what you hear from the players, what type of aura do you get from him, or what do you think that he brings to the team from that aspect?
Well, during his press conference when he was doing his interview, he said a few things that I like to hear. Right, I like to hear. So one thing he said was that I'm letting them know what I like, what I see, what I'm used to. I'm listening to what they like, what they're used to, and they're gonna try to mesh it together for it can fit. I guess both parties to make them successful on the field. So for instance, I went to Chicago and they had these particular plays that whenever a running back got out there, we had the option to do only 2 things, right? 2 things. And I said, you know what, on this particular play, we can do the green grass rule. And at that time, the running back coach at the time, he didn't know what that meant. He's like, what do you mean? Like, you see green grass, you run. He said, And I had to explain it to him. So, if we're right here and we see green grass right here, we can run the green grass because there's no one out there. And we're on open field and no one's by us. And we have more space to play with. Mm-hmm. And he said, you know what, I like that idea. Let me run it by the coach because we have some young quarterbacks and they're still learning the playbook. I don't want to put too much on their plate. I said, no problem. Just, that's something that we did that I picked up when I was in Detroit from a coach that I actually kind of learned firsthand in Buffalo, and it just followed me to Detroit. It's just some things that you can add in there that or nicks that you can add in there that other teams aren't doing or aren't prepared for because they haven't seen it on film. And so it's things like that he could bring to the Lions that, okay, we haven't done this before. I think this might be cool if you do it here. And so that's one thing I like about him. Like they're willing to do things to kind of make his job more easier and also get the team acclimated with what he wants. Because when he can be in the pocket and he can be comfortable, and you don't have to think as much, like you can play faster. And that's what you want to do in this thing. You don't want to think as much. You just want to play fast, make your reads, get the ball out, make your calls, run a play, and just make sure everybody's on one accord. And when you can do that, when you feel comfortable, you're more liable to have some success.
What do you think has made Jared Goff successful, Juicy?
It's obviously he comes from a play-action offense with Sean McVay. I think he does great when he gets the run going first. Like Jared, he's not a guy you're going to give the ball to and be like, win me the game with your arm. But he's a talented guy. I mean, he's got the Rams in the Super Bowl. They only scored 3 points, but he got them there. And there was a drop pass. If you watch that Super Bowl, it could have been a touchdown, but we won't go into it. All right, Jared Goff, he's a talented quarterback, but it starts with the run game. And Joique mentioned what he's bringing to this offense. I'm excited for the coaching staff as a whole because there's a lot of guys that are coming from different philosophies and different organizations, like bringing all types of different things together. Like they say Dan Campbell's not an X's and O's guy. Well, he was around Sean Payton for 5 years. And you got Aaron Glenn, you got guys like Anthony Lynn, you got guys like Deuce Staley. Like, I'm excited for this whole collaboration of the coaching staff, to be honest. Like, that's what I'm excited for.
Yeah, I just don't know, like, with him. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, it's crazy. He comes from, like, a big market, L.A., right? Mm-hmm. But he was never, like, really, like, a lot of interviews and, like, all this.
He's not really marketable, though.
Stuff like that.
You know what I mean? He's just...
It's weird. I don't know if it's, like, his leadership. That's why I was asking about the aura he brings. Because you spoke on Peyton Manning and what he brought and Drew Brees.
But you know what, though? But those are the guys I played with.
Yeah.
So I've seen it firsthand.
Exactly.
Like, with him, you only see what he wants you to see.
Exactly.
In these interviews. You're not in the locker room with him. Like, you'll never know that Peyton had his own meetings with all the skill players if I didn't just tell you that.
Well, with Peyton, I feel like you can kind of like assume that because he's just so like to the T. You know what I'm saying? But he's more in the, I guess, like he
just holds his player more accountable on a higher level, in a way that a quarterback talks to his teammates will either decipher the way they buy into you as their quarterback, or they buy into you on your BS. And so Peyton was so good, it wasn't BS. And when I say this is how good Peyton was. Peyton was so good and so intelligent when it came to football that he knew more than his coaches.
Oh, yeah, I believe it.
Even Jim Caldwell said it's hard to coach a guy who knows more than half of your offensive staff. All right. He knows more than most of your offensive staff.
That's why
or your staff in general. All right. And so when you play with when DCs played against Peyton Manning, you know what they did? They had 2 different game plans. They had a game plan for the first half, and they had a different game plan for the second half. Because he was so smart that if they made adjustments, he'll make adjustments at halftime, and he'll tear them up in the second half. So they had to come with 2 different game plans in order to contain Peyton Manning.
Yeah,
they had to. And if you look at people like Ed Reed was bluffing. This is how much of a chess move or chess game football is. They ran a certain coverage. Ed Reed ran a certain coverage during the regular season because he knew that Peyton Manning was going to be studying his game film. And so when they ran this particular coverage, he blew it on purpose numerous times. He blew the coverage numerous times. And so when they played Peyton and they ran that same coverage, he did it right.
It speaks to how great Ed Reed is as well.
Right. Yeah. And that's how he was baiting him. Yeah. He was baiting Peyton Manning weeks before they even played. All right, because that's how much respect Peyton Manning had. All right, because he was and Jim Bob Cooter. I asked him what was the hardest thing about coaching Peyton Manning. He said that the hardest thing about coaching Peyton Manning was he held you accountable. How does a football player, hold a coach accountable?
Usually it's the opposite.
Right. It's usually the opposite. And so basically they're watching film and he said, this DC's never ran this particular play before. And Peyton Manning said he's never ran that play before. He said he has never ran that play before. And Jim Bob Cooter was right. He's never ran that play before in the league or in college. Peyton Manning went back to this DC high school game. Third quarter, came in the next day and said, hey, Jim, go check out this game film for whatever year it was. Go to the third quarter, look at play 18. Go take a look. Or look at play whatever it was. And he goes, he looks, and for sure that DC ran that defense that he said he had never ran before. That's how he held him accountable. And he said, oh, you mother effer.
What
and
a
that's
cerebral freak. For real.
Yeah, I mean, and then he had like that little dry sense of humor. So he'll be funny in the meetings. Yeah. I mean, we'll watch film, and we'll see a small college playing on our Wednesday meetings. We'll be watching film, and we'll watch a team with a small field, a small stadium, because the defensive coordinator coached there, and we'll be watching it. and he'll look back. Hey, Joique, kind of look like Wayne Stadium, and like kind of look like Wayne Stadium, doesn't it? And like
just subtle.
Yeah, Peyton. Just real subtle, like
yeah, just
real subtle jabs.
Yeah.
Like we're actually the third biggest school in Michigan and the biggest Division II in the country.
Joique was taking that
but
shit.
appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Hey, he'll give it back.
Yeah, but those are the type of things we talk about. We do in the locker room that helps build that team camaraderie. Because I've never played with a player who had as much power within the organization as Peyton Manning, to the point where he can go into other coaches' meeting and pull players out of the meeting because he's about to have his own meeting. Hey, coach, I need this guy. I need this guy. I need this guy. And the coach is just go ahead.
Well deserved too.
Well deserved. I mean, he had that type of respect.
Yeah.
Speaking of QBs, Dan Campbell did have his thoughts on Jared Goff's improvement since being in training camp. Here's that footage.
I really have. He's been good. You can just see him from where we were in the spring to now. You can see how much more comfortable he is and how much more he's taken ownership of this offense, which is what we want. We want him to feel like, and listen, dialogue, communication. Is there something that you want or you feel like we can do better with? And we take it. And then sometimes we're like, no, this is why we want to do it. But man, he's really growing into it, and he is embracing it, and it's becoming. And that's what we want. We want it to become what is best for him and his vision, as well as ours. And so he's been great. He really has. You can see him growing inside the offense.
I'm glad that they're staying positive.
Right.
I'm happy to hear they stand positive. I'm happy to hear that everything is going well. And these are what we have to do. These are all the conversations we have to have. I want to see what these conversations are, week 6, week 7, what's going on, And I think every week by week we should be getting better as a team. I want to see the first preseason game. I want to see the second preseason game. And I want to see how this first 3-game preseason will kind of be, I guess, how they're going to go about it. I don't know if they're going to have the starters play most of the first game, if they're going to treat the second game like the dress rehearsal, which that's probably might be the case, and make the third game the game for the younger guys coming up. So I don't know how it's going to pan out. I don't know. But I'm happy to hear that, he's coming along, because I'm telling you right now, we're going to need him. But the thing is that he has on his side is that he has a great offensive line blocking for him.
Yes.
And
yes.
so,
Yes, sir.
so this is going to make him a lot better. And I guess coming up, I want to kind of get into Bob Quinn and him going to the Browns. But you know what? Before we head up out of here, I'm just really thinking about what you told me, Art, last night. 2 hours and I'm off the vacation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I like to do on my vacation?
What's that?
Play a little bit of golf.
Ooh. Okay.
You can play a little bit of golf with our friends at PAM. Public Adjusters of Michigan are giving you a chance to win a twosome in the 3rd annual Darren McCarty Charity Golf Outing on August 6th at the Lincoln Novi next Friday week. The event is totally sold out, so the only way to get in is to win. To enter for a chance, go to woodwardsports.com and look for the PAM logo to register. PAM represents the insured for property insurance claims, homeowners and commercial property, fire, wind, and smoke. They get all the money and they do all the work. Why wouldn't you want to call them? Call PamFirst.com and be sure to go to woodwardsports.com and register for a chance to win a twosome in the Darren McCarty Charity Golf Outing next Friday, August 6th, 2021. At the Links of Novi, so it should be fun. I have not been there, but Terry Foster have, and Joique Bell has not. So, Woodward Sports.
Tony is a 3rd-generation logger that has a simple, practical approach to life and work. That's why his Coast DX342 knife is perfect for him. The stainless steel blade is rust-resistant and made for all-weather use. And the double roll-lock safety ensures that it will never inadvertently close when he doesn't want it to. That's why Coast is trusted tough.
Art literally died laughing when I did that yesterday. Hey, welcome back to the Bell and Blank.
I like that.
I like Bell and
better.
Blank.
Put you A, 1A, baby.
Well, Midday Sports Show. We're gonna stick with Midday Sports Show for right now. We're coming
Big
up with
D?
a couple names. We got BDE in it. We got BDE Sports Talk. Do y'all like BDE Sports Talk?
There's a lot of BDE.
It's kind of like it's like
no, like the BDE. It's not. You usually call it BDE.
Yeah. It's just BDE is like.
But it's a sports talk show. But we don't have to put that like Baligian and Bell is a sports talk show. But we don't
like
put
BDES. I don't know, man.
I like the BDE. Like that's the energy we put off up here.
BDE
Like that's
sports show, but it feels like. And I'm not trying to say what I want to say because it sounds like super like sus because what we're talking about, but like.
What?
You can't say something like that.
No.
It's like a long sentence coming out of your mouth, bro.
No. But you know why we call it Big D Energy?
Oh yeah.
You know why? You know what we call it? It's not. It's
we
not,
got that BDE.
No, that's not why we call it that.
Oh,
that's absolutely not why we call it that. You can spin it that way if that's what your sick mind thinks.
You don't got BDE?
BDE is for Big D, because if you go down south, like if you go to these different states, when you say I'm from the D, they be like, "Oh, you from Dallas?" Like, no. We're not from Dallas. They call Dallas the Big D. Like, no, we're the Big D. No, we are. Like, we the original D.
We're the D.
Yeah. No, we're the D. Like, y'all not the D.
We're the biggest D.
Yeah.
Out of them all. Like the largest D.
Yeah. Like, we were first.
The giant
D.
Like,
so we like the big bro. Like,
we literally got the D.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. So that's us. That's not y'all.
Yeah.
So that's the energy we're giving off.
I like that.
We like the big bro, like Big D, like big D energy. But people will spin it to mean that. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what it means.
Because you're a pervert.
Yeah. No, it wouldn't be inaccurate, but I'm just saying that's not what that means.
Speaking of someone who was in the D, they're officially a little bit down south. They're going down to Cleveland. Bob Quinn, former GM of the Detroit Lions, is joining the Cleveland Browns as a senior consultant for football operations.
Congrats to Bob, man. Bob was a great guy. I like, sorry it didn't work out here for him. Good guy, but hopefully he can.
Get that face, bro.
Yeah.
He definitely don't got BDE.
Man, chill, bro.
He did snag Kenny Galladay in the third round. All right, I'll give him that.
He did do
for
that.
Sure.
Yeah. He did do that.
That's BBE, big brain.
He got the BDE in the scouting
that.
department, but not in the GM department.
Yeah, can I ask you, Joique, before I criticize this move? Senior consultant of football operations. What do you know? Like what's he doing? What do they do under that role?
He's consulting. He's just consulting.
The football operations, or is that just like scouting?
Scouting players, scouting
Coaches?
players, evaluating talent, probably helping out with the business side of things as well.
Andrew
Like this is how I did it. This is how I operate. This is what I learned when I was with the Patriots. This is kind of what I did with Detroit that worked out. And so he's just consulting. It's funny because they got our GM, and then we end up getting John Dorsey. So. Yeah. And John Dorsey, he played a part in getting that team together down there in Cleveland, along with some other Super Bowl.
I'm pumped for John Dorsey, man. I like him a lot.
That's a good consultant trade right there. We'll take your consultant John Dorsey, and you could take our man Bob Quinn for your consultant. Andrew Berry's a great GM. I don't think Bob Quinn's gonna. I mean, he'll help him, but Andrew Berry's doing fine over there by himself. He's killing it.
No, agree.
Yeah, he is. Next, how you guys feel about getting a new DB here, Xavier Howard? Feels disrespected down in Miami.
I looked into this morning because I wasn't too. I seen what he put out, and then actually going through reading it, he said that there was some verbiage in his contract that he didn't understand. And it's like,
gotta watch.
I understand wanting more because you're performing. You know what I'm saying, but you sign that contract and you can't use that as excuse because you have lawyers. Joique, you signed these contracts. You got teams of lawyers. That's kind of on this team of lawyers and agent.
Does he not have an agent?
That's what I'm saying. How does that happen?
And my question is,
why you mad at your team for it? Be mad at your agent who let you sign the damn thing.
Once you sign that, the deal he's saying, as a player, he's a cornerback. He has 18 picks in the last 3 seasons. As a player, you have 3 monster seasons. Do you feel all right, it's my time to get paid, or you're like, hey, I signed this contract?
Was a team.
But he already got paid in 2019.
This is the business. You sign that contract, we're gonna hold you all. Now, when you get to that second to last year. You have another great season, and it's that off season.
Yeah.
And I know this is your last season coming up. Then I'm gonna try to give you an extension. But if you got three years left in your contract, no, you about to play that out, bud.
Right.
You got to play that out.
Exactly. You signed it, man.
You about to play that out.
As recent as 2019, it's kind of
but that's the reason why we don't have guaranteed contracts, right? And that's the reason we don't, because even though he did that then, we talked about it on the show that when these players get paid. that big check, which he has a big check. He's getting $75 million. He's getting $75 million, but he's looking at the other top DBs, and right now the highest paid DB is Jalen Ramsey, which is why he's rated at 99.
And Byron Jones on his team.
Yeah.
So he's probably he called out. He didn't call out Byron Jones, but he did mention like, "Hey, man, Byron's getting paid more than me." And look at the numbers he's putting up.
I mean, yeah, exactly. He's 15. He's getting $15 million, but he's still top 5.
Yeah.
He's still top 5.
Top 5.
Oh yeah, but he putting up number 1 numbers. So I understand.
He's a ball hawk, man. Jesus.
Yeah. But the thing is, just do not let what you're going through right now affect the way you play on the field, because they'll just use it for ammo against you when it's time to renegotiate your contract. For him, he should never came out with that publicly saying that. He should have kept that to himself until it was really time to negotiate his contract.
Yeah, that's a good point, because he has 10 picks last year. If he has like half of that or even like lower of that, that's going to hurt his contract negotiations, right? Like, how do you come off 10 pick and have a better season? Like, he had 10 interceptions.
Well, maybe it's smart for him to do it because of 10 picks. It's like, damn, like, when am I going to get 10 picks again?
Yeah. But he's locked in for 3 more years.
If he has, because this is what this league is, right? This is right now Formula League. So if he comes out next year and all he has is 2 picks, and he doesn't have that good of a season, and they go to negotiate, well, I had 10 picks, but last year you only had 2.
Right.
Yeah.
You only had 2. You're like, but that, because what teams are going to do, they're going to see he's a Pro Bowl lockdown type corner, right? And so when they do that, you know what's going to happen? They're going to stop throwing the ball his way. They're going to stop trying to test him.
Exactly. The numbers are going to go down.
And the numbers are going to go down because of that reason.
Yeah.
Like, who wants to test this guy? They're going to go, like, when coaches are sitting in the room, and let me be a coach real quick. When the coaches are sitting down, look to the wide one.
Make a coach face.
When they're sitting down in the room, they got their feet kicked up.
Okay.
And this screen right here is the film. We watch the film here.
Okay.
And this is the control they use to watch film. When they're sitting here doing this, they're not looking to attack your best player. What they're looking to do is find a weakness in your defense.
Yeah.
They're looking to find a weakness. So if this is your strength, I'm gonna go to the other side.
Yeah.
Now I know you're gonna wherever he's gonna travel with our best wide receiver. And so I'm gonna look to see what matchups we have to where we can attack your weakest link.
Yeah.
I'll give you a perfect example. We're playing Green Bay 2012 in Green Bay.
Okay.
All right. Cold game, hard, ball is hard. It's hard to get passes off. It's hard to catch. The ball is like a concrete. And as the game gets started, if you watch that game, I got a lot of cross passes to me that game because they thought that one of the best matchups was me against their linebackers or the running backs against the linebackers. Me, Mikael LaShore, Stephon Logan. They wanted to get the ball in our hands in open field against their linebacker. They felt like we were better than what they had than what the Packers had to cover.
In our favor.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing. If I see that's your best player, I'm not throwing to him.
Yeah.
And it's going to hurt his contract.
No, yeah.
And that's why it's hard. It's harder for them to negotiate their contract, and it's easier for us to negotiate our contract because we get the ball in our hands. We can.
He gone. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the difference.
That's why you need an agent like Kenny Galladay and miss half the season, still get the bag. You know what I mean? There's always a team willing to pay, right?
Still get a bag.
There's always a team willing to pay.
This is because they're gonna, you come back healthy, you go through your physical, you pass it, and we'll see what happens.
You know where else you get the bag?
Who?
MyBookie.
Oh,
MyBookie.ag. Get you a bag, make some bets, and use our promo code. In the world of sports, the offseason is time to relax and regroup after a hard-fought season. But playing MyBookie gives you the choice to decide when your season begins and ends. At MyBookie.ag, you can bet on hundreds of games and leagues from around the world. Fish does it all the time in New Zealand. Whether it's a game day or parlay or a long shot winner, MyBookie's got you covered. Use pregame pops or bet the live game when the shift odds in. And not only does MyBookie host exclusive sports betting contests you can't find at any other book, but bonuses are insane. If you sign up for MyBookie and use our promo code Woodward, you'll receive $1,000 in bonus money to make your first deposit. That's $1,000 in extra cash when you make your first deposit with MyBookie using the promo code Woodward. Bet anything, anytime with MyBookie.
We are here, downtown Fenton, my favorite Bridge Street exchange.
That's right. And you want to switch up your wardrobe this summer? It's this easy. You ready, Joey?
I'm ready.
All right, you ready? I like it. You want to do it again?
Yeah, let's do it again.
All right. Ooh, Brixton. Nice. One more time?
Yes.
Ooh, I like the hat on this one, too. You ready to do it one more time, Joey?
I'm getting tired. One last one.
All right, let's change it. Bro, where's your shirt? You need new clothes this summer. Bridge Street Exchange in Fenton. That's where you need to go. Thank you, guys.
All right, so my man Juicy J, he's a big basketball fan.
Multiple sport, but NBA, yeah, I play basketball, so I relate
For
to
sure.
it. I relate
rock
to
the
it.
Pistons
Yeah.
hat. You're a proud Pistons fan.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, you love. What is your favorite sport? It's basketball, right?
Yeah, slightly. NFL, NBA, but NBA just because I played it. You know what I mean? It's just personal to me.
What was your position?
A point guard, two guard. I play guard. So, hey, we got to get a Woodward Sports little. I mean, you guys play softball. We got to get like some sort of runs. Like what do you call it?
We can run.
Like get a little Woodward Sports jerseys. Yeah, like a rec league.
You mean like a little basketball league?
Yeah, like fans can come out.
I'm okay.
Can you?
I'm okay.
He got a mid range, I bet. You got a mid range?
No, Joique's in the post. What you mean mid range?
Well, of course he's in the post, but don't sleep on
post.
You not
I
in the
got
post?
I mean, I got post moves, but when I played, I was small forward.
Okay.
Small forward. So.
Okay. So Jeff, I should let the basketball guy.
I'm not bragging, but we.
What were we saying, Easy? What were you gonna ask? You're gonna ask something?
Joique's about to brag. I ain't
gonna brag.
Because I'm gonna keep it.
We're number 1 in the state, number 7 in the country, USA Today. Just so you guys know.
Oh shit!
Dropping that.
So you can like hoop. Okay.
He can hoop, hit bombs, and run for touchdowns, dog.
We'll see. I mean, I haven't hooped in a long time, but now when I played high school, we had some dogs. So me. We had a guy named Rodney Alexander. We had Wilson Chandler.
Yeah, Wilson.
Wait, you went to school with Wilson Chandler?
Yeah, he from here.
Yeah, we graduated together.
Ben Harbor, right?
Oh yeah, we had some dogs.
Got some dogs.
So you guys on the same basketball team?
Yeah, we had.
Oh, bro, what?
2 point guards. We had 2 point guards who could shoot the light out the ball. Jamie Cree and Justin Webb.
Got a stacked squad, man.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
My basketball experience is NBA 2K. Wilson Chandler, one of the key pickups in free agency or trades for cheap.
So it's funny because he was the best player, Mr. Basketball, best player on the team, dunk on anybody, but he was more of a finesse player. And then when he had to turn into that dog, he would. But like our dunk, like fanatic who would just dunk on anyone would probably be Rodney Alexander. I mean, threw the legs on you, cocking the back with the left and the right. I mean, he was an animal. He went to go play for Illinois, and actually he was roommates with Michael Jordan's son. Yeah, so
that's
it was
crazy.
Funny.
Well, shout out to Wilson Chandler in Benton Harbor High School.
Yeah,
the reason why I bring up basketball is some big basketball news. We're kind of like the LeBron defenders around the network. Last night he made a move. Well, the Lakers made a move. LeBron James. Okay. And they brought along Russell.
That's crazy
Westbrook.
that you're saying that the Lakers made a move.
You know, it's funny. People, when they say this trade, they're like, LeBron made a move. Like, people really believe. I mean, he has an influence.
He did, though, because I guess last week, LeBron, AD, and Westbrook were at his house, at his crib, on Taco Tuesday probably, and they came to agreement to take, you know what I'm saying, a step back, I guess, to excel win. And now, next thing you know, he's a Los Angeles
They need a
Laker.
point guard.
They need a point guard. And then, LeBron go back to a small forward?
Yeah,
but
he'll have the ball a lot out of his hands.
I don't like it though, man. Like, I look at the teams LeBron was successful with. Yeah, he had some stars like Dwayne Wade, super athletic and gifted, but like he had shooters around him too. And Westbrook ain't that. You know what I'm saying? He had guys like James Jones, Michael Miller. Man, actually, I wrote some names down this morning.
Put like this when he won with Cleveland. Who was a shooter?
Kyrie.
Kyrie was shooting. They had Dellavedova was wetting them. He had Channing Frye.
I mean, Kyrie. I mean, it was weird because it would be points of the game where I didn't know who was the point guard. Was it LeBron the point guard? Was Kyrie the point guard?
That's what made him so great. Like LeBron's always the point guard, but he's always had a scoring guard. Like to your point, even with the Lakers last year, he had
Kyrie
AD.
is not a pure shooter. He can shoot though. But
he can get buckets. He can get buckets.
So go back to Miami though. You say Ray
like
Allen.
Steph Curry is a pure shooter.
Yeah, for sure.
So what team did he win with outside of Miami when he had Ray Allen? Does he have like a pure shooter?
No, I'm talking
Cleveland
too.
I think you meant like scoring, just
shooters, like guys like LeBron. This is what LeBron does.
I mean, it's off season, so they're gonna pick up somewhere.
When LeBron hits the paint, everyone's to him. We're not gonna let him go down here and fuck us up like that. What he does, that's why he's great. He'll kick it out to somebody who's gonna wet that bitch. I'm sorry for swearing in the swear jar or whatever, but Mike Miller in the past was doing that for him.
Yeah,
James Jones in the past was doing that for him. Kyrie's able to do that for him. Ray Allen, Channing Frye. The list goes on. Kevin Love, Chris Bosh. You know what I'm saying? Shooters. The list goes on and on. When I look at this match, Russell Westbrook ain't that. We had a picture we sent to Art literally with LeBron James defending Russell Westbrook disrespectfully.
Yeah,
look at this.
And this is the problem with this team because we could get off of LeBron. We'll go to Russell. The guy is incredibly talented, like generational talent, no doubt. He has never won. I think he won MVP one year. He was a 6th seed. He made it to the finals with KD and James Harden. But here's the problem: LeBron, he wants to win another championship. He wants to get right back in there.
Go back to the other angle. Go back to the other angle.
Like these highlights don't mean
go back to the beginning of this. I want you guys to see this. I want you to see his face when he dunks on him. He doesn't even look at him. He just tries to run.
What's he play with, Joique?
Right here. What are you doing? Get out of the way.
See, those highlights just don't excite me like they used to do. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I love Russell, but like the guy needs to win. You need like with LeBron and AD.
I know. We're not gonna discredit his athleticism.
No, he's a great athlete.
But why is he not winning?
Listen, it might be partly. Number one, he's a poor shooter. He shot 65% from the free throw line last year as a point guard. That's horrible. Horrid.
That's pretty bad.
He shot 31% from the 3-point range. That's horrid. I mean, guys can't shoot.
He shot what?
31%, low 30s. He's been like that his whole career. And he's been below 30 multiple times, like 29%. So he's never been a shooter. LeBron, not a shooter. AD is the best shooter on that team, which is sad because the guy needs to be in the post. This team doesn't really make a lot of sense.
So my question to you, does it not make sense to have him on the team? Would he hurt the team?
As a fit, maybe. That's what I'm worried about. Because he averaged 4.5 turnovers last year. He's a turnover machine. LeBron, we know, he turns the ball over, but
he might be a turnover machine because he's on team where he has to do more.
True.
He has to do more than what he has to.
I'll give you that.
You bring him on a team like this, he can play within himself.
But what does that mean?
It's not as much that play within yourself.
In my question, play within yourself, his game, he's not a shooter. You have to adjust when you play with LeBron, right? You got to space the floor, let LeBron work a little bit. Yeah. There'll be times where Russell will be sitting in the corner waiting, but it's is that his game? Is that what Russell wants to do? Shoot threes in the corner? And will he make them? Will he make the shots? That's my question.
I think he clutch.
He clutch? Okay. He has hit some nasty game winners.
Clutch.
I'll give you that.
He is clutch. I will say this, though, too, he said he had to do that stuff because he had to. Yeah. He also played with Kevin Durant. You know what I'm saying?
When he was in his earlier years.
But KD was winning MVPs. So it's not like KD was no chump when he played with them. KD was the the most valuable player of the NBA.
But what that got to do with his IQ?
It got everything to do with his IQ because he couldn't win with them. Because what happened? KD jumped the next year.
Exactly. Back
and KD won a championship.
Right. He was a younger player. How can you think he the same player he was then 8 years ago?
Less athletic.
So you think he's the same player? Yes or no?
He's not the same player. No.
All right. Is he better or is he worse?
Probably better. He does know more.
So he knows more.
I do agree with that.
So he goes to a team with another player at the same caliber, if not higher than KD.
Fish go 3 camp.
Huh? And he has more knowledge now. Come on, man. It's not going to be the same. And look at AD.
Yeah.
Great fit. Come on now.
I love the AD
fit. They're going to understand that that's LeBron's team. And then
that's what I was going to say. I don't think that's the
and when
case
they had
right
that
now.
dinner at his house, you don't think they had this conversation?
No,
Listen, we're gonna let you be you here.
They probably had eggs.
There's gonna be less pressure on you. You can come here. You'll have me. You have AD. Everybody gonna be keying in on you. It'll be you. You can play your one-on-one game. You don't gotta worry about people crashing down on you because they gotta worry about me. And so it's gonna be different.
I just don't feel like LeBron.
The way teams play, the way
can
teams
shoot
are going to
consistently enough to be that.
You think teams are going to play? You think teams are going to play Russell Westbrook the same way he's been defended now in DC? You think they're going to hold him the same way?
Not from last year because he was on Washington, but he just got done playing with James Harden and they didn't have to do that and they didn't win.
We're going to put James Harden on the same caliber as LeBron James.
This version of LeBron?
This version of LeBron.
Look, I love
This
LeBron.
version?
You know I defend LeBron. I'm one of the guys that defends LeBron on this network, but this ain't the same LeBron. You're saying
Yo, I guess washed up king. He been hearing that for the past. They've been saying it the past 7 years, last 5 years. Washed up king.
In my opinion,
and he keep winning. He keep winning.
But listen.
For this to work, I think LeBron has to take the back seat to Russell Westbrook.
And LeBron's never had a
They gonna take
playmaker.
a back seat.
Not the back seat, but LeBron's got to be a guy to shoot.
No, listen, LeBron's never had a guy like this, like a playmaker. Like, he's had Dwayne Wade. He's a playmaker, but Russell is a, like, every team he's been on, he is the offense. It is his offense. He averages 11-plus assists. He has, obviously, coming among Oscar Robertson in amount of triple-double seasons he's had. It's crazy impressive. But, like, how do you combine that with two other generational talents? Like, AD, perfect fit with LeBron. As soon as he got traded there, great fit. He can shoot. He's great inside. He can throw lobs to him. It's like Russell... I can
He's
see
gonna
the
come
fit.
in and give them another element. If me and AD aren't playing our best, Russ, we need you.
True. No one's going to stop him in the inside. No one's going to stop him.
How often are you going to have three of these generational talents not playing at the highest level at the same time?
So you think it's going to work?
Yes, it will work.
What about you, Jeff?
I mean, you know, I'm not going to sit here and say for sure it's going to work. I'm going to say...
Like them versus Brooklyn, who you taking?
Brooklyn,
right?
The shooting is just the shooting, man.
Football. I'm just kidding. Basketball. Finals.
I'm gonna take the Lakers. I think they're less injury prone.
You think what?
I'm gonna take the Lakers. I think they're less injury prone.
That's a point. That's a point. AD's a little hurt, but we gotta go to break. My man Art throwing the hands up like the rock sign. We just gotta say Woodward Sports. Someone gotta read.
Woodward Sports.
Woodward Sports.
Welcome to the Call Sam Chopper Shop, where you can win a custom-built chopper while helping our veterans at the same time.
Watch as the Bad Pig Custom Team turns this bike into a one-of-a-kind classic chopper.
And when it's finished, we'll be donating the bike to Volunteers of America, Michigan to raffle off in support of our vets.
A great cause to give back to those who've given so much.
Watch for Call Sam Chopper Shop episodes on our social media channels and get your raffle ticket today at callsam.com/chopper shop.
There's some comments in the chat saying that LeBron did it with Kyrie. And that's correct. He did.
Different players.
He did do it. Different player.
Completely
right?
different.
Kyrie
man.
shoots so much more consistently. That shot so much more wet than Russell Westbrook's. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
and he's better off the ball. Like, why don't people get that?
I'm gonna say this. Kyrie is a better
overall
finisher.
Yeah.
He's a better finisher at the rim.
Shooter too.
Better shooter.
Yeah. Better everything. For real.
Russell Westbrook is a better. I ain't gonna say better. He's more explosive.
Yeah, that's
He's
true.
more explosive.
Yeah.
You know. And so, at what point,
You know what?
Huh?
Now that you say that, you got me thinking. With Russell Westbrook being more explosive, LeBron having his IQ, AD being as great as he is on defense, maybe that's where this works, is on the defensive side of the ball. And off turnovers. Him being explosive, quick turnover, used to lock that bitch up to Russ. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's the game plan.
I think that's a part of the game plan.
Yeah.
And maybe LeBron wants to take not a step back, but maybe just give the ball up a little bit more. I mean, he's 37 years old, about to be 36, 37. Like, maybe for once in his career, he's like, hey, Russell, you could take the ball up a couple times. Maybe I'll just focus on getting into the lane, getting buckets. Because like,
and then also when it's time for me to sit back and do some load management. Right.
True.
You can come in.
I know.
I can trust you to come in and keep us afloat for certain games. Right. And so I just hope that the game that he doesn't need load management is when he comes and play Detroit, because they're gonna need all the help they can get.
I'll tell you right now, Cade Cunningham gonna lock up Russell Westbrook. Put that on paper. Put it on paper.
Oh, you wild.
I hope so.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna happen.
I hope so.
You gotta be confident. You gotta be confident.
You got somewhere?
Yeah, real quick before we go to the next topic, here's Kobe's thoughts. Obviously, rest in peace to the GOAT, but this was his thoughts on playing with Russell Westbrook.
Have you run into anybody playing today, younger players, that have that same fire, that same passion that you have for the game?
Westbrook plays mean.
Oh, with a vicious slam.
He played mean like I did, with an aggression, much the way I play.
He's speaking facts. I mean, Russell's probably the best. Like, he's the most competitive guy in the NBA. Like, every single possession, he doesn't take games off rarely unless his knee's blown out. He'll play every.
I ain't gonna say the best.
Who's the most competitive besides him?
I would say Dollar Dame.
He's a better, more competitive, every single play on defense.
I said Dame.
More competitive? I don't know.
When they went head toe, I'm talking when they went toe to toe.
Yeah, I think Dame's
he's a better player.
I like Dame better.
No, he's just. We can't sit here and say he's a better winner. They was toe to toe, and you can tell it was like a big brother versus little brother. And Westbrook was trying to little bro Dame, and Dame was like, "No, this ain't what it is. Dame time. And Dame came up and said, "No, this my time." And in life, in like in sports, we don't own anything, right? We don't. None of this stuff really matters, right?
Correct.
Like we're borrowing everything. The house I live in, I might have bought it, but I'm just borrowing it. When I go, somebody else will have it. Yeah. This hat, somebody else will get it.
Those Cartiers about to get us for the next Friday.
Yeah, it don't matter. But what we do have, right? What we do have as athletes, as people, as men, as human beings, we have moments. And Dame said, "Right now is my moment. You ain't taking it." And when you talk about people being competitive, I look at like a Tom Brady. This is my time. With Tampa Bay, this is my time. Dame against Westbrook, this is my time.
I mean, Duke makes a great point. He said Dame in the clutch, his competitive, it rises, but day in and day out.
I would say Westbrook.
Okay, we agree. I agree. 100% agree with you right now. I agree with you.
I agree with that. Yeah. All right. But when duty calls,
I think Dame was just better though. Like overall, like
who?
Dame.
Yeah.
But he's right. His mentality though.
If I had to take,
if
both
you
in their
go into
prime,
a fight, who you taking?
Huh?
If you go into a fight,
probably Westbrook.
Russell Chisel, man.
Chisel. No. Not even about that. It's the mentality.
That gorilla.
It's that man.
The mental too.
Yeah. I need you to get a better gorilla. But it was cool. But what I do see out of Westbrook is that he doesn't take disrespect, and when you do disrespect, he steps up to the plate, and he takes disrespect from no one. Period. And so that's what I see out of Westbrook, and that's what I like about it.
That's why everybody loves. I don't think a lot of people really hate Westbrook. Everyone in the league loves him, man. I mean, you can't hate on his competitive spirit, his love for the game, and his energy, man. Like you see the dunks, every dunk. He could be 37 years old. If he's dunking, he's screaming just like those videos.
Yeah,
he's got a passion for the game, man.
And you know what? Actually, now I'm thinking about it too. Like you look at the championship teams, there's always at least one guy, whether he's a star or not, who has that in him. And I think when the Lakers won, they had that in Rondo. They didn't have that last year. Giannis has that clearly. I don't know who really has on the Suns, and maybe that's why they fell short.
Hoping it was CP3, but you're hoping. That was
I was so disappointed in CP3 in that game. I don't want to get in that game.
Yeah.
The way he played in that in the last couple of minutes of the fourth quarter, his way he should have been playing the whole game.
Yeah, 100%.
The only thing holding you back from people saying he's great, is you winning a championship. And you get in there and you don't put the team on your back.
Up 2-0.
I mean,
up 2-0.
It's not much.
And you lose 4 straight. You lose 4 straight. You get into the last game. You fight for everything, and you just wait till the last minute. And I'm a CP fan. I was disappointed.
I can tell you hurt, man.
It's no way. It's no way.
Especially if Devin gives you 40 back-to-back.
But I love CP.
It's not much you could do, though.
No, I want you to know. I'd rather you take the shot. Take the shots. Put the team on your back. I know you hurt. I know you was fighting through. I know it's a long season. But we had 2 more wins. 2.
That's all Suns fans. Joique is all Suns fans.
No, not Suns fan. I'm a Chris Paul. I'm a CP because I want to see him be. I want people to give him the credit he deserves.
Yeah, amen.
And he needed to win that championship for people to be like, yeah, Chris Paul's. Yeah,
right.
He's
that's who I wanted to see go to LA. It was Chris Paul. I feel like Chris Paul and Bron. That would have been way more fire.
Now,
because Chris could play off the ball. I trust him off the ball. Yeah, I trust him.
Like Chris.
Yeah.
Look what he did to the Suns. The Suns weren't even in the playoffs last year. They went all the way to the finals with them. Sprinkle Chris Paul over Russell. Come on. And he was a free agent too. He had to trade him.
I don't know now
assets.
because Chris out of his prime.
What I wish
is his IQ, man, is just so like.
Yeah, he has a good IQ.
Yeah,
I was talking to Andrew about this. Like they already went for Westbrook. It's a done deal. But why didn't they? I don't know how Portland feels about Dame, but that should have been like I would have constantly been calling Portland. listen, what do you need? We'll give it to you. That's a better fit.
They wasn't gonna let that happen.
The league would, Adam Silver would decline it, just like Chris Paul to the Lakers back in the day.
Chris Paul got
he would be like, heck no.
Yeah, no.
That ain't happening.
Yeah, hell no.
That would be a super team.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That would be a super team.
Super team.
Them and Brooklyn would be on the same, Brooklyn still has 3 killers, but them 3 would be killers. Like, they'd be right there.
That would be that. So if you had to take Cade, and this is for the people in the YouTube chat, people on Facebook, people on Twitter, people that's listening in on the WSN Live app, which you can go download right now, WSN Live.
For sure. Yeah, if you guys are watching over on YouTube and Facebook, you got to go. You can listen to audio in the car. Make sure you download the app.
Yeah.
Go ahead, George.
But if you guys had an opportunity, who would you take? Would you take Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, James Harden? Or would you take Anthony Davis, LeBron James, and Dollar Dame?
Oh, man. Dollar Dame. Any team with Dollar Dame.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say.
I love me some Damian Lillard, man.
Who are you guys picking?
Let's start with you. I want to hear your pick.
No, I'm going last guy.
I'm going last?
I'm asking the question.
All right,
I'll leave the question to Juicy.
I'll go first. I'll take the stage. Listen, AD, no one's going to stop AD in the post, number 1. And he's a mismatch on every single person in that game. Number 2, Dame Lillard in that fourth quarter. Bye-bye. He gonna cook up the Brooklyn Nets, and I don't trust James Harden in the clutch. I trust Kyrie, but listen, just yes, I'll say it again. Did you watch the playoff game when he was in? Every single year he's in the playoffs. He shot 11 shots 2 years ago, and he got busted out of the playoffs.
He let busted Manu Ginobili block him in the clutch, bro.
Manu Ginobili, yeah, that's bad. He had some ugly. That's why he went and joined Brooklyn. But that's another conversation. All right, I take the Lakers and them 3. You can't stop those 3. I mean, would you agree, Izzy, or are you going Brooklyn?
Bro, I'm going with Lakers all day. All day. You got AD on KD. Kind of nullifies that madness going on with Kevin Durant. You got James Harden, who, yes, crumbles a little bit. Lock LeBron up, and then just let Dame do his thing, man. It's Dame time. Like, it's Dame's the ultimate competitor. When Kobe passed, and they had that game in L.A.,
I would love. Would you rather see that Russell Westbrook and the Dollar Dame series like against each other, or would you rather see that Kyrie Irving against Dollar Dame?
Russell Westbrook, Dollar Dame.
Yeah, because it'd be more heated with Russell. Like, they'd be more into each other. Like, Kyrie's just cool, calm, and collected. Like, I want to see Russell go at them two.
No. Kyrie responds back with this play, not with this aggression.
That's facts.
He just goes back.
That's facts.
Out of all 3 of those, the best finisher at the rim is by far Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, right.
He might be the best finisher in the NBA.
Yeah,
no doubt.
At the rim. I don't even understand how he makes some of the shots he makes at the
English,
rim.
Man, the English. It's ridiculous.
And I remember he was showing like the way he trained. Like he did like it was a small snippet of him and how he makes the shot he makes at the rim. And he takes the ball, he gets in a certain area of the rim, and he throws the ball up and over like 100 times a day from one location.
Yeah.
It hit a part of the backboard to where he can make the ball go into the net. And he just every day, like, how much English do I have to put on it? Where do I need to lay the ball up off the backboard? How soft do I have to do it? He'll do it over and over and over. And I forgot, it's like repetitive training. It's the same thing over and over and over. And that's how he got so good at finishing at the rim. But like, if you're standing there doing it, how does that translate to you moving at a certain speed?
Game, like, decisions.
With another human being in front of you.
Yeah, right. And you got to
do it from a different angle to get it
different
off.
angle.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So that was weird for me. Coming up, I want to tap into Tim Tebow.
Tim Tebow?
Tim Tebow at practice.
What do you do?
About to get into it, baby.
We're about to get into it when we come back.
I'm curious.
What was sports?
Hi, I'm David Hall from All Financial. With historically low interest rates and 5-star service, you could pay your mortgage off faster without increasing your monthly payment. Get started now at 248-308-5000 or chat with us online. Call hallfirst.com.
Morning, Art.
Morning, D-Mac.
Hey, welcome back on this beautiful Friday afternoon. Real quick, Tim Tebow, we talked about it before we went to break, had his first training camp with Jacksonville Jaguars, had fans screaming his name coming out of the locker room. Never played a down of tight end in his career, but let's take a look at him in training camp. He walked out, he looks in shape, he looks good. The people that love him, I don't know how he is in the locker room. To make some phone call, I don't know how he is in the locker room, but I'm pretty sure he's great. He's going to bring that winning culture, or help try to bring that winning culture back to the team. Urban Meyer, he knows what he's doing. Did we have some clips of them once the practice got started? I know he had a couple drills.
The only footage that I have footage here, but it's pretty grainy. Someone took it with a potato, so
it's better than nothing. Let's see.
Nah.
That's him?
No.
That's not him.
That's not him.
We'll never know.
That's defense.
Yeah. It's just a generic footage right now. Most of the footage that was posted on socials was trash.
Yeah, but no, he had a couple. He had a couple. If you guys ever go to social, you go to NFL, you go to any type of highlight. What he has is he did a couple routes. And they give him a lot of praise, but it's practice. It was a cross route. He caught it, got upfield. They put the ball in his chest. We didn't have to use his hands. Let's wait for preseason. It's a long. For me, it's a long shot. He hasn't touched the field in 9 years, and I wish him the best. I don't want to sit here and talk down. I wish him the best, but he sat out the game for 9 years. It's hard to sit out a year and come back. Trust me, I sat out a year and tried to come back, and it takes you time to get acclimated to the speed of the game and to get your legs back under you. Like, look at Marshawn Lynch. When he came back, he had to get his legs up under him. He wasn't the same Marshawn. But honestly, it's 9 years out the game. This is not the sport for it.
And
that's a good point with Le'Veon Bell, too.
You know what's crazy? You mentioned, like, 2 examples, but you guys didn't switch positions. Like, that's a key part. Like, he's going from quarterback to tight end in a 9-year layoff after trying to go pro in baseball. So, listen, I wish the guy success, but
I'm gonna tell you this: the good thing about him is he's leaving from a quarterback position, and usually when quarterbacks leave a certain position, they don't go to like the offensive line,
right?
Yeah,
they go to receiver.
Yeah,
you look at like Terrell Pryor. He left quarterback, went to receiver.
Yeah.
You have other quarterbacks.
Devin Gardner, just the other week.
Denard Robinson.
Yeah.
Quarterback to receiver. They don't go to tight end. But the good thing for him, and what he does is he's a tight end, and so he's coming from a quarterback background. It's going to be easy for him to know the routes.
Yeah.
Because what he knows,
and
what he already knows,
like
he
too.
knows the concepts. He knows the concept. He knows what the quarterback wants. He knows what the quarterback is looking for. And so that's one thing of his game that he has that a lot of tight ends don't have. Now, what he's going to have to learn now is like the offensive play calling. All right, when, tackle point here, the center calls out the play, whatever the call may be. You have to know what you have to do. Do I have to block down right here, or do I have to block out? And they're going to have to play situational football with him. I don't know if he can get down there on that offensive line and move 280-pound DN off of the line. I don't know if he can do that.
It just don't even look right. Oh, he ain't making the team.
I was about to say, like,
that's I feel disrespectful. I can't do that.
I can study the game, but
run that play again. I don't even know.
Joy, come on.
What drill is this?
It's like,
what drill is this?
Like, you can study the game, but you gotta run the routes. Oh my God, he looks like my dad.
Oh man.
No. That's not a receiver drill.
The blocking drill.
I think that's special teams.
I think blocking.
Special teams. Okay.
I think that's special teams. I think that was special teams.
Oh, they could do some out-cold trick plays on special teams with him, actually.
Yeah, boom.
Now I'm thinking about
that's
it.
a good catch. That's a good catch coming across the field. Good catch,
Can I add this in too? Him and Urban Meyer are neighbors, next door neighbors.
Yeah.
So you think it will be awkward if you don't make the team, for sure.
What up, though? What's up? Corey with Cade with some breaking news.
No.
With some breaking news.
Coming to chit-chat. What up, Corey?
What up, Corey? Coming in for the last 6 minutes of the show. 8 minutes.
A lot of content done.
A lot of content?
Yeah.
Man, you look like you wore out. How's that sun? Y'all see you went out there in shorts today?
Sun was actually great today.
Yeah, it was. It was only 60. High 60, low 70. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, congrats on your victory in rock, paper, scissors, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that, man.
Good job.
That was hilarious.
Give it up, man. My dog, Corey.
Hey, what'd you win? What did you win with?
Huh?
What did you win with?
Who did I win?
Yeah, for people who just tuning in who don't know what we're talking about. All right, can you bring up the clip real quick?
You got the basically Corey had to ask a question. You asked Jamal Williams, and then He made you rock, paper, scissors, another reporter for it?
Yeah, he made me rock, paper, scissors, Eric Woodward from ESPN. So
that's your boy,
we
too.
were both trying to ask a question at the same time. Be like, and he did it with 2 other reporters after us who did the same thing. So
yeah,
I guess that's a thing. I guess that's a thing for him. But
man, I like it though.
Art fumbled.
He always fumbling
because Art played the clip and he cut off the best part of the clip.
What was the best part?
He said, I don't wear Gucci, I don't wear Prada. He said, I go to Ross.
Okay, well here we'll play it again. Here we go.
You talked about bringing. Ooh, snap!
Let's go to the end.
Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. How you going? Come on, keep going. 2 out of 3. All right, come on, 1 more. 2 out of 3. Keep going. Got you. All right. Hey Jamal, you talked about a couple of months ago. You talked about bringing that full swag to Detroit. Now, do you think Cade Cunningham updid you last night by wearing the buffs? Who? Cade Cunningham. On the Pistons. You rocked it. You said you was bringing the whole swag to the D. And I don't watch it. I'm gonna let y'all know. I watch TV. I watch.
I love his response.
He said, oops.
I don't watch it.
Hey, you think Eric's gonna? Because I know you and Eric gotten tight since training camp. So that you think he's gonna hold that against you? Taking an L? I'm messing around.
That's my fashion. So I don't know what y'all talking about. You gotta ask Tracy about that. He that type of dude.
Tracy is fashion.
All them Jones.
Yeah.
Reaction? Anything? Corey, say something.
Come on, Corey, give us something.
It was good, man. What you want to hear? I won. And then, but no, Jamal was great as usual. Bit of a jokester, but when it comes time to get out there and work, Deuce Staley, Anthony Lynn, always giving them high remarks. Offense, today they went through a little light drills, 11-11, 7-7. Everything looked okay today. I'm just gonna be honest. It looked okay today, but they got some things that they got to work out.
Are you getting acclimated with the new drills?
I'm getting acclimated. Lomas Brown, he happened to be out there a couple times. If I have a question about something, I'll be like,
what drill did he help you out with that you were like, oh, what is this?
Well, not necessarily the drill. Just like, okay, when they were going through yesterday, they were going through they're doing their field goal formations and whatnot, and he was pointing out how he's never seen guys with the both hands on the ground. Like sometimes the lineman will have their one hand down and one hand up, and it'll be the inside hand. And he said he's never seen
on a field goal block or field goal.
Field goal blocking. So he said he ain't never seen He said back in the day they used to have it with one hand down, one hand up, and the inside hand would be up on close to the die.
I don't know. No, okay.
I got questions. So someone told me that they read in the paper, Amon-Ra takes 202 catches after every practice.
Well, he did after that one practice the other day. I don't know if that's something that he does every practice.
Okay.
I've seen him do some drills the other day and then yesterday. I didn't see him do it today. But today, mainly I saw was Goff doing a lot of extra drills and working out after the practice was over. That's why he was the last one to speak. Tracy, Walker, Jamal, those guys.
Who's your best interviewer? Like, you can go there, they're going to give you something good every time.
Oh, Jamal is good every time. Jamal goes into detail. Trey will give you some stuff if you ask him the right question. I'm trying to think. Jeff Okudah's been pretty good lately. Swift. Going to be, Jared Goff kind of gives you he's kind of the same.
Yeah. So I want to shift gears real quick. How did you enjoy the draft last night?
Oh man, I loved it.
You loved it? You were at Imagine, correct?
No, I actually had to go take care of I went to a private function with a couple of friends, so I had to take care of some business.
That's dope. Okay, so my question is, did you like the fashion you saw?
Well, okay, first off, I thought Cade represented well as far as his fashion. I'm not talking about just the buffs. He looked clean. I thought that Jalen Green looked like Michael Jackson off the wall style.
Who?
You know, I thought Jalen Green had that Michael Jackson
They
off the wall
said,
look.
Jalen, for people who don't know what Jalen Green had, do you have the thing that I sent? Pull it up. They said,
it look like
I'm blowed.
From the Mac?
The Rockets just drafted Sweetness from Roll Bounce.
Oh shit! I didn't see the pants.
The pants really give it away, man.
You got the pants in there. Can you get the box?
You know the rules of the game. You bitch just chose me.
For people who don't know who Sweetness is, you guys have to go watch Rollbound. Sweetness from Rollbound. This ain't look like Sweetness from I'm blowed. Hey, that's good. So, hey, appreciate you guys for tapping in to the Blank and Bell or Bell and Blank or BDE Sports Talk
BDE,
Show.
baby.
Hey, I like it. The Midday Sports Show. We have so many different names right now, but next week we're going to narrow it down. Tap in. Let us know what name you like the most, and help us figure this out. Catch you guys next week. Woodward Sports. Gang, gang.